Hello, hello! Are we live? How are we all doing? Man, this is loud for me. Why is my volume maxed out? Oh my gosh, my ears. I'll tell you what, guys. Also, I've started recording for some reason. 2 minutes ago. Must have hit my hotkeys. I've hotkeyed buttons to record. Not to stream, but to record. For the Battlefront 2 video. Which is interesting. I don't know if anyone would be interested in seeing more of those. It got a positive reception, but it got very little reception, so I'm kind of 50-50 on doing more of those. But regardless, I don't know why, but I feel uncomfortable today. I think I slept in a weird position, even though I've had loads of coffee. I feel like just kind of zoned out, got a bit of a headache, my jaw hurts. But I did some stretches. My lighting setup is also a bit weird because it's a really, like, dreary day outside. Like, it's been raining a little bit, but I'm kind of waiting for a proper shower. It's just really cloudy. But, like, if I move my light to the normal position, like, the wall is, like, pure white next to the black of the lamp. And I don't know if it's the brightness or the contrast, but, like, it hurts my eyes a bit, having that in my peripheral. So I'm trying to move it behind my monitor, but now it's making everything dimmer. And it's, like, I can't just... The thing about lighting, guys, do you see how bright that is? Even on minimum brightness, I can't just point it at my face, because this is blinding me. Like, I literally can't focus on anything. So I have to point my light away from me, but also it needs to light up the room. Otherwise, because if I just point it away, it looks like this. So it's a bit of a conundrum, really. I've got 3 brightness levels and a lot of angles to choose from. I'm just trying to work out what works. And so far, this is the best I got. And there's all this light, natural light, coming in from the back. But I can't exactly change my setup. If I were to put this in the other end of the room, like, my connection might be affected. People would see what was on my screen when they walked to my room every time, which, you know, I don't want anything to hide, but it's just a privacy thing, you know? And it's a lot of unnecessary explaining. Like, no, it's not what you think it is. It's an obscure niche game, guys. Imagine, like, guys, what was the worst thing that someone could walk in on out of my streams? What is the worst moment in any of my streams for one of my family members to walk in on. Because I feel like there are a lot of options there, which would be quite funny. But, like, this is the best I can do, guys. So I hope my face is lit up enough. You don't want to see my face anyway. My face is the least interesting thing that's going to be on screen for the majority of the stream. Because today, as well as that charity shout-out and question of the day, we are back with the Stanley Parable 2. I mean, Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. Honestly, the thumbnail must look pretty weird, right? Like, seeing both logos together, it's like, is it the Stanley Parable 2? Yes, but actually no, it's weird. The game uses, like, both. But in any case, we just get straight into this. Again, all of those startup things, unfortunately I missed a few on stream, but you can find probably other videos out there of the same thing when you're, like, setting the time and using the sliders and stuff. Those have stopped appearing. And I think, it's like they said, we have to engage the epilogue to probably see that again. So for now, I'm not going to restart the game or anything. I loaded up the game, and it's the same as it's always been. It just takes you straight to here. So I'm going to stay here for a bit. I'm going to catch up with chat. I'm going to have a nice conversation. And then we're going to get on with today's episode. Achievements unlocked. I don't know why there's a colon in the title. That's not supposed to be there. Oh my god, wait, that was a working title. That wasn't supposed to be the actual title. I didn't decide on a proper title. Unlocking... I'm just going to call it Unlocking... No, that's a lame-ass name. You know what's a bit of a problem, guys, which I sort of just noticed? Also, love that transition. The Stanley Parable doesn't have a playlist on my channel. I didn't intend to do more than one of these, but then I thought, well, I got to do at least 2. And now we're on episode 3, and I'm beginning to think, man, it really should be where Doctor Who is right now, featured. But, like, I'm basically finishing it up. So, I might just go ahead and make a playlist right now, because this is something I probably should have done a bit sooner. What is this? Promotion? Man, YouTube keeps adding more features, and I'm like, don't do a Discord. Stop adding useless features. At least they're not subscription exclusive, but, like... Is that really necessary? Let me just make a new playlist. I'm going to call this one The Stanley Parable, in brackets, Ultra Deluxe. Just like so. I'll add a description down the line. So I don't start off with a description. People know what this game is. They go into the playlist. But if I search for Stanley, we need to just add all of these bad boys. But yeah, how are we today anyways? Because I am, my day's not going as it planned. It could be worse, but it's not great. Where's the playlist thing? Oh yeah, it's down here. But, I slept in until 1 PM, and I don't know why, because I wasn't up late. I was asleep by, like, I want to say 2 AM, 2:30 AM, the latest. But I slept until, like, 1, for, like, no reason at all. And I basically, I'm meant to get up at 10 at the latest, because I was going to go in and do some essays and some uni work for a couple, for at least a couple hours, 3 hours. But it just didn't, by the time I woke up, like, my coffee had gone cold. Mum and Dad have both tried to waking me up. I don't know what's wrong with me, honestly. When my body goes to sleep, it wants to stay asleep. I have a real problem. And sometimes it's fine. I managed to get myself up at a normal time, nice and, well, early, 9 PM, let's be honest here. It was 9:30 actually. But, like, I got up, and I'd done a full day's work by 3, and I was, like, going home, and it was great. But, like, that just didn't happen today. I'm just checking my box of things, by the way. Oh my god, why is everything... What is happening? So there's a lot of random garbage here. I'm just checking. Do I have any painkillers left? I think I do. I could probably do with some. Oh, why didn't I take these? Oh, there's only one left. Yeah, not encouraging drug use. But I just have some painkillers here, so... Technically, you can't see anything. I'm just having a drink. Alright? Anyway. Yeah. As we were... Let's hope at the very least there's some kind of placebo effect that works. I already feel better from drinking water, I have to say. And, get a bit of this on the go. And all of this crap. I have a lot of crap just kind of sitting around. Anyway. But yeah. Oh, you can't... I'm gonna just let that run. Maybe at some point you'll be able to actually read it. I do this, maybe? What if I do this? Anything? No, it's just too bright. Anyway, but yeah, Mac, welcome to the stream. Libby, sorry for the slow start, guys. We will get on with things soon. I just want to mention a few random things, because it's been a busy few days for me. Unrelated, but also, I just realized, my chair, for the longest time, has been on the lowest setting. Right now. You see this? Hold on. Oh, boy. Yeah, for the longest time, my chair's been on the lowest setting, right? But, like, I could be this high. And it's so much comfier, honestly. And, like, I could move everything up, you know? Oh dear, you can still see my floor, which is kind of weird. Like, I could just move everything up. Does this look better? I could experiment with it for a little bit. This is me on my high chair. Do we like this? Do you guys like being taller? I was actually watching the Astral Spiff, spare, like, vlog bits the other day. And this is one of the things he said, because he moved the camera. He's like, do you guys like being taller? And you can look down on me. It's a bit too low there. But yeah, Livy, Mac, DJ, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're gonna see what wacky shenanigans happen this time. It's thunder and lightning where you are. Hope that reaches me soon. I love that weather. It was beautiful last night. It was like dark, but not that dark. The sky was actually like a kind of electric blue. It was like a summer night. Like you could still see the sky clearly, and you know it was really humid and rainy and calm. It was really nice. It was like a jungle without all the flesh-eating insects, you know. But yeah, there are actually a lot of options for you. Wait, what are we talking about? I've forgotten the context. Options for... What were we talking about? I'm sorry, Mac. I should have read chat earlier. I still have 5 endings to do. Oh. Matt, Ultra Deluxe is the disappointing 1 hour of the jump circle. Parable 2 is the game you're currently playing, full of new content. Learn the difference. Right. I still have 5 endings to do. Which 5? I thought I got them all. Or at least all the main ones. All the sus comments from the DDLC Plus series. DJ, my man, is straight to the point. He knows. Livy, if you want to wake me up at 7, go ahead. A bit later than that, but yeah, if I need a wake-up call, that would be nice. You could just call me on Discord. Probably won't work, but... is someone making a smoothie or hoovering? That's probably just my mum hoovering. Don't worry about that. I think it's already stopped. I got that sus white powder that Walter White has. What? Why is Livy making sus what the hell is going on? What in God's name is happening? What? But yeah. Escape pod, normal and bucket, escape, normal, bucket, and the art ending, only normal. I don't remember that. Can you tell me how to get these? I didn't even think to ask, but guys, if I've missed endings and someone's got a full list, I thought I got them all. Right. Alright, we are 15 minutes into the stream. I should probably get started. But I was actually in the middle of a conversation on Discord and it kind of overlapped at a bad time, so I'm just going to finish responding to it. But, Mac, do you actually... First of all, I'm very impressed that you've actually memorized which endings I have and haven't done. If you've got, like, a full list somewhere... Because, guys, I've played the original Stanley Parable. I know all of the original endings in the content. Well, I haven't really got it memorized, but, like, none of it would be spoilers for me. I've seen them all before, so go ahead and tell me everything. That's not spoilers. But please, don't tell me what's in the epilogue. I want to experience that for myself. But I've played the original Stanley. So I know what the escape pod is. I know what the... Oh, yes, the escape! Of course, we never went down the escape route. That's where we get all of those, except for the art ending. What's the art ending? And also, why is it only normal? Did I do that with the bucket, or can you not do it with the bucket? Alright, Mac, I will do as you say. Could you send me a list of all the endings, though, just so I can double check that I have gotten all of them? Because I want to have done everything before I get into the epilogue, which is part of what we're getting into today, guys. Thank you. Just a second, I'm just reading this. Yeah. You know what? I'm actually just not going to respond to this now because I want to pick that up later. Okay. I've held up the stream long enough. But the baby game. Oh. Wait, the baby... We did the baby game. Let me just go look up a list. Stanley... And I'm going to look original Stanley Parable, all endings. So I don't get spoiled on 2 or Ultra Deluxe or whatever. There are 19 achievable endings in the original Stanley Parable. Someone actually made a flow chart. Oh, and there's another one for Ultra Deluxe. I'm going to avoid looking at that. Guys, just to show you where I am. This is a flowchart for Ultra Deluxe, but this is a flowchart for the original game. I've already played all of this. I've done all of this off camera like a year ago when the Ultra Deluxe was kind of announced. I kind of checked out the original, and I watched videos in it anyway. So I've seen pretty much every single one of these. So there's left door endings, there's right door endings, and then there's new stuff like bucket endings. I'm not going to get into right now. So left door endings, freedom, we've done that. Countdown, yes. Museum. I think museum is escape. Marilla, we got that. Escape pod. Quickly enter and leave the boss's office, making sure the doors are closed. Go back to Stanley's office. What? I don't remember this. Heaven ending. Oh, we didn't get that either with the buttons on the computers. We never got that either. But I've gotten these before in the original. Broom closet we've done. Bottom of the mind control room. We've done that. Elevator. I don't remember elevator ending. Man, I think there's more. I must have seen Escape Pod, but I don't remember it. I've seen everything, guys. Everything in the original game. I've seen it. I know it. Except for how to get the unachievable achievement. I don't know how about that. But, like, I know it. I know pretty much all the main content in the OG game. So I've just forgotten it, I think. The confusion ending we got, which was to do all the, like, restarts. The powerful ending. Yeah, we've done that. Cold feet. Oh, I don't think I've gotten cold feet. Wow, that's a clever one. Apartment ending, we've done that. The not Stanley ending. Oh my god, I forgot about that. The Zending and the game's ending. Dude, there's so many. There's so many endings I haven't gotten yet. Right, and then there's Ultra Deluxe, which we're not going to get into yet. Alright, boys, so here's the thing, right? I've played the original game, and I've already gotten this before, but I've clearly forgotten a lot of stuff, okay? Today's stream, since I've played through pretty much every ending, for the third and final SPUD episode, I'd like to go achievement hunting and see what the epilogue is about. I'm going to call this episode Unlocking the Doors. There we go. Right, let's begin. I've just realized, oh my god, there's so many. Mac, I will do your suggestion first. We've already seen this, we're going to skip it. You know, Mac, I might actually not do the one you're recommending first. Let me just see. But, like, in and out of the office. Right, Mac, I'm gonna do the one you're telling me. But before that, I want to get all the right door endings, because the ending you're talking about is a left door ending. Now I'm gonna go without the bucket, but I'm gonna go get all the right door endings first, because there's actually quite a few more there, which I just completely forgotten about. We gotta go see this. So. Is it me or is the game a bit quiet? Guys, how's the audio balance? Is the game too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Is my voice too loud, too quiet? Let me know. Oh, that was pretty smooth. So we're not going to do this, okay? So this is the cold feet ending we're about to get. That's what it's called on the wiki. And I didn't even know this was a thing. Ooh.
Oh, well, look who's got cold feet. Sorry to break it to you, Stanley, but that lift isn't coming back. You'd best either get comfortable right here on this platform, or test your luck by jumping to the floor below.
Right.
You know what? Looking at it now, it's not that far to the bottom floor. I bet you can make it.
Honestly, that is a very survivable jump. What, like, honestly, you might... I think you could probably do that without breaking a bone. If you were, like, really skilled at parkour and you, like, wall slide and then jumped and did a tuck and roll on top of the lorry. But if this was me in real life, I would definitely break at least one of my legs. But I could definitely survive that.
I'm sure you'll survive the jump. Don't tell me you're scared.
I don't think I've seen this. I don't remember it.
Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it.
What if I went down here and jumped from there? Would that be the same? What if I go back? You can't. You literally can't go back. You're actually trapped here. So I could just jump off there. But then what if I was a bit cheeky and went this way? Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck here. Oh, I was going to say. Don't want to jump just yet. I just want to go this way. Because now, if you were to jump from here, that might be even more survivable. It depends what's in those boxes. If those cardboard boxes were soft, you basically do an Assassin's Creed. Dude, you could literally climb. If you went down here, you could literally climb and, like, jump down gradually. It'd be very safe. But of course...
Looks like I was wrong.
Of course, no matter what, it's a kill box, guys. You can't survive the fall down there. If you touch the ground, you die, basically. Alright, so that's a new ending. But of course, because this is Ultra Deluxe, or 2, we have to do it with the bucket and see if it's different.
No, surely not. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest. This was not the correct way to the meeting room.
Do it? Who does this man think he is? Emperor Palpatine? Do it. Yeah, probably. Maybe. I don't know.
And here it was.
If you jump on the truck, you might even have better chances of survival. Honestly, yeah. For me, who isn't experienced or skilled with parkour, I would just go for the truck, try and do a tuck and roll. I would probably fail and break my neck, but, you know. I think, honestly, actually, realistically, I would rather jump down, feet first, and break both my legs, than chance breaking my neck by trying and failing to do a tuck and roll. I would probably just jump down, try and land on my feet, or at least on my legs, like go maybe on my back, just kind of slide, roll, just on the truck. I think I would totally survive that, but I would definitely need a medical checkup after. There's no way I would do that. Unless I was actually skilled enough to wall slide, and stay on the wall, and then jump off close enough to the ground that I would be maybe a little bruised at worst. But let's try now.
Oh well, look who's got cold feet.
What happens if I've got the bucket?
It looks like the only way forward is down, since the lift won't be coming back, but that's okay. You've got a bucket.
You've got a bucket.
Did you know that buckets are routinely used as cushioning devices?
Oh man, this is brilliant.
You can fall on a bucket from literally any height and survive.
Well, if it's water, it's filled with water in Minecraft. I mean, you're not wrong,
serious,
but
Stanley. Jump with the bucket. I promise you'll live.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Double promise that you can land
extra
on the
double
bucket
promise.
and not die.
I don't know about that. I don't believe you. I don't believe you. But I tell you what, I'll give it a go.
Whoops. Looks like I was wrong.
Same thing.
How clumsy.
That's funny. That's a nice little touch. Alright. Yeah. The game's a bit quiet. Maybe turn up the audio. Okay, game is being turned up. Tell me if it is too quiet, or tell me if it's too loud. The game's a bit louder now. What do we think?
All of his co-workers were gone.
What do we think? Is this good?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I would appreciate that, Mac, but I shouldn't need to. I think the wiki will jog my memory. Oh, thanks for the link. I think that's actually the exact same page I'm already on, but I'm going to check that link. Let me just double check the link you sent me. Because I did show it on screen a moment ago, but I didn't actually click your link. Yes, go to site. Yeah, it's the exact same link. Perfect, thank you. Right, so we're doing right door endings. Okay. Right door endings. Vent ending, this is including Ultra Deluxe. Art ending. Right, the art ending requires you to actually play the baby game for 2 hours. Honestly, guys, we might come back. I'm not going to 100% the Stanley Parable today, because that's another 2 hours with the baby and the puppy, which is just not going to happen. But yeah, the games, we already did that. Again, it's Portal and Minecraft in the original. I missed that. Yeah, apparently if you take the red door, it's something different. Because we took the blue door before, didn't we? Or we took the third orange door, I think.
To a set of 2 open doors. This was not the correct way to the meeting.
Just because Mario can do it doesn't mean you should. Yeah. Audio's good now?
Wanted to stop by the employee lounge first.
Mentioned it's a little vague, so you might need a hint, though. I know that the 88881, I think, is for the Heaven ending, where you press all the computer buttons in the earlier rooms. I'm gonna do that one next. And then I'm gonna save Escape for last, actually, because Escape is a pretty interesting one. But I just want to try something, because I don't think I actually got all the endings you can get down here. Ultra Deluxe or not.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really.
Really, what I gotta do? Oh, and also, if you unplug the phone cable is a different thing, which I didn't even think to do.
The fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for
danger
others?
everywhere.
Are you that convinced that I want something bad?
But there was definitely something down here we didn't get yet.
I don't know how to convince you of this, but
I don't remember what it was.
do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your
So I think we
side.
went through the blue door this time. Or
Now
there was this door,
carefully,
the
this is
Stanley collectible.
Stanley walked through the red door.
Right, I think we went through blue to spite him last time. But this time, I'm going to go do red. Because, again, red is the color of the game, guys. We kept doing blue last time. We're going to do red this time.
Oh,
this is new, I think.
To listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time?
It's funny how this corridor is also blue.
The problem is all these choices. The two of us always trying to get somewhere that isn't here. Running and running and running, just the way you're doing right now.
Look at that.
Don't you see that it's killing us, Stanley?
It's actually looping.
I wanted to stop. We would both be so much happier if we just stopped. And I think I have a solution. Here, let me show you.
Oh, that's ominous. What is this?
What do we want? What are we looking for?
I don't remember this. What is this?
Here. Yes.
Oh, I remember this.
Isn't it? If we just stay right here, right in this moment with
Again, I've seen these before, but I forgot them. I'm going to use the wiki, guys. I'm going to find the endings.
Happy.
Oh, this is nice.
I feel happy.
Yeah, I don't think this is the Heaven ending, but it's like a similar thing. The narrator loves it. And basically, you have to leave, and it upsets him. It's really sad. But yeah, look at this. It's like a pretty little light show. Very atmospheric, calming music. Look at it. It's very nice. I do love this. This is very calming. If I had to be trapped in a room forever, this wouldn't be the worst option. But, like we gamers always do, eventually we get tired and bored of the same thing. And what inevitably happens is that we move on. And we go back.
No, wait.
Look at
Where
this.
are you going?
It's different. But what if we go back in? There's different stuff. Oh, look at that.
Right. Where were we?
I actually want to stay here for a minute. Because there are different light patterns and stuff. If you go in and out a few times, I think. They're like, I mean, it's doing something different now. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's pretty nice. The whole starry background. Time for trigger warning, self-kill themes. Oh, it's that ending? I thought I imagined that last time, because I remembered that coming down here, and then it didn't happen. I was like, man, I must be getting mixed up. Wait, I didn't imagine that? Oh my god, guys, this is about to be a pretty upsetting ending. I'm so sorry. It's not, like, super graphic or anything, but it's just a little bit disturbing. Just from a psychological point of view. So, like, look at this. See, the best ending is just to begin the game again from here. This is what you're supposed to do, but the narrator doesn't say anything. Nothing progresses. And I'm here to experience everything. Good, bad, or ugly. I'm so sorry. Again, if you leave, it bothers him, doesn't it? Look at this. If you go back in, you can go in and out. It is pretty nice in here. I would love to... You know what should exist if someone hasn't uploaded it already? Literally, just a time-lapse. Like a time-lapse of the patterns. Just like this, for like 4 hours, sped up or something. Not even sped up, actually, just like a 4-hour-long video of this. That would be really cool, honestly, because I don't know how these are generated, if it's scripted or randomized or something. But, like, there's a lot more patterns if you wait a long time. You actually get a lot more different colors and patterns. It's pretty cool.
Oh, no.
Then you get this.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this.
Again, I really want to test here what happens. We can go back and forth. Also, it's interesting that the walls have changed to pattern and stuff. It's all different.
Good, good. We can't be too safe. Promise me you won't go back there. Just stay here.
But yeah, I mean, you can do this a long time, but I just want to see what happens. Again, we got this again. Very nice. We go out.
No! What do we talk about? You're risking everything we achieved here.
But then if you go in...
Are you... You are going to stay here, aren't you?
Like, I don't know, it's interesting, actually. I've not heard all these voice lines. I just want to see how far it goes, really.
You heard me before, didn't you? You will die! What about this isn't getting through to you?
It's a nice mix. But anyways, I'm just gonna get on with it now. Excuse me. So, this is the ending where we learn how much health Stanley has. And it's really sad, actually. I hate this ending. But we're doing it now, so we never have to do it again.
Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me.
But
Please,
yeah.
Stanley, think about what... No!
Look at that.
Oh, thank God you lived. You had me worried there for a moment.
But look, we're actually slower.
Can we please get back
Like
to
limping.
the other room?
Now I'm curious, what happens if we do actually go back to the other room while we're injured? He doesn't say anything.
There. See? This is what
Oh,
you
no,
want.
he says something.
This is where we can both be happy. We really can. If we stop moving, we just have to stop moving.
I gotta find the perfect place to stop moving. Yeah, facing the door. Or the beyond. I mean, that's it, isn't it? Or even better. Or if you go, like, right here. Yeah, your speed doesn't change. No! I think your speed is back at the normal in here. No, it's not. No, we're gonna keep going.
Go back. There's nothing good that can come from this.
But yeah, this ending is horrible. I'm doing it because I want to do all the endings and show them all off on my channel, but...
No, what are you doing? Do you just not believe me?
Like,
what can I say to convince you?
This is part of why I'm a completionist, guys. I just love having full sets. I love having, like, collecting stuff and 100% of things. It's very satisfying in an obvious, innate human way. But also, I want my channel to be a place where if someone asks, oh, where's that clip of Matt getting this out of the other? It's like, if someone's looking for my reaction to a specific moment in a game, they can find every moment in the game somewhere. Even if they have to search through streams. It's like, oh, where's Matt's reaction to this specific fail from the Henry Stickmin collection? And it's like, you can find it if you, search through. It's like, all of them are there. And in a best case scenario, they're like highlighted with like a clip or a timestamp or something. And I want there to be an existing clip of this ending on my channel. Same as all the others. But yeah,
Stanley,
it's not good.
Let's go back to the other room. Can you do that for me?
But again, I just want to see what happens if I go back again.
Yes. Perhaps you can. Perhaps you finally see what I'm talking about. I know you'll see that we can't be happy if we leave this place. You can see that, can't you?
It's interesting. I've never heard all this dialogue before. I'm sorry, guys. Oof.
No, perhaps not.
But yeah. Anyway, this should be the end of it, guys. We're gonna move on. Oh, but we gotta see what happens if you bring the bucket.
Is this really how much you dislike
Oh,
my
wait!
game?
You can't!
You'll throw yourself from this platform over and over to be rid of it? You are literally willing to kill yourself to keep me from being happy.
It is pretty evil.
Am I reading the situation correctly?
Like, that we would do this. Like, that's literally... What other explanation is there? We'll literally do this. You know, because we hate the game so much. It's really sad. But yeah, the, there is no bucket alternative of this ending, because it's down past the no buckets allowed sign. So these endings don't have bucket variants, which is fine. I think the bucket being here would just be inappropriate. How is that not the end?
Maybe you're just getting a kick out of
How is that not the end?
I don't know anymore.
God, this is
I
miserable.
just wanted us to get along. But I guess that was too much to ask.
Can we appreciate the voice acting, though?
Looks like you wanted to
The
make a choice
emotional
after all.
change, the tone difference
This one is yours.
is incredible. Like, he actually sounds so different. Like, man, this is just... It's tragic, but I gotta do it. I gotta have included it at least once for the live stream. Sorry. It's just one.
It's going to restart, isn't it? I'm going back.
Yeah. That is so depressing. You literally end up on your side, dead. Like Steve Minecraft. But we're back here with no memory of it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Or...
What could it mean?
Does the narrator remember the other endings? When you get each ending? Does he actually... He seems to know of the existence of other endings. But does he actually remember the previous endings? I just pressed M because I'm so used to playing Baldi's Basics. I was doing some balding last night, guys. It's pretty crazy. Right, shall we do these? Let's just click all the computers. You gotta like turn them all off and put in like the inputs or something. Input received. There's more of those though. They fill up over time. Did I miss the epilogue? Not yet, Supercell, don't worry. We've actually got quite a lot to get through before we can do the epilogue. Right now, I just want to see
Stanley went around touching every little thing
how to do the thing.
But it didn't make a single difference, nor did it advance the story in any way.
Doesn't like this door unlock or something later on? There's definitely more rooms with computers because it's got only one of them there, but there's more inputs to receive later on in the game. I just don't know where. It has to be through the left door. Let's try doing the left door.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Cool. I am tired and need some shenanigans. Well, you sit back and relax, pal. I'm here for you. I'm gonna provide that high quality, mistering Matt entertainment that you so crave.
Stanley decided to go up to his
I don't remember how to do the inputs. There weren't more computers there. Right, let me just check the list again. What endings do we not have now? We've done left door, so we might as well go get a left door one. Even though we're not going in the order I said I would. But it's been random. I've done the endings in a fairly random order anyways, so. But Freedom, Countdown. We did Freedom, we did Countdown. We didn't do Countdown with the bucket, did we? We didn't. No, we did do Countdown with the bucket. I remember that. The Escape endings, we haven't gotten. Escape Pod, we haven't gotten. Heaven. Oh, you've got to restart the game several times to do the different inputs. You've got to restart over and over to get the Heaven ending. Oh. Okay, and then there's the elevator one. Oh, you have to click up and down several times. I remember I was in the elevator last year and it didn't go anywhere, and I thought, oh, okay, it's just like a little random thing. No, if you actually press up and down several times, you get a press conference. That's the last of the elevator endings, right? Before we do anything, let's begin the game again and get the Heaven ending.
Workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
It's raining.
No matter how hard Stanley looked, he couldn't find a trace of his...
How is it raining? What? Raining?
At first,
now it's gone.
Assumed he'd broken them.
Okay, that's weird. I don't know if that's just like a random Easter egg, or if that's like a signal that you're on your way to another ending.
And Stanley decided that as soon as he found a new space he felt safe in, that he would never leave it again in his life.
Right. So, and that might have reset the input thing though. Yeah, awaiting input. No, it doesn't reset it. Input received. So you have to keep beginning the game again and going to different computers. And the last one's in the boss's office.
Stanley thought to himself, am I sure that the orders stopped coming?
Ooh, this is different.
How is that possible? They never stopped. Surely I was mistaken. No, the orders were still missing. For now.
Oh my god. It's like a hint that you're on your way to an ending, but every time you reset the game after the new input, like the rain, then the door gets left open. It's like, are you sure the orders stopped coming in? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Alright. Awaiting input. I don't see awaiting input on any of these monitors, so it's got to be down here.
When Stanley came to a set
Excuse me.
He entered the door on his left.
Oh, that elevator, Mac. The mind control. Okay.
Yet
I understand.
Was not a single person here either.
Right.
Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Is it the boss's
Stanley
office now?
decided to
There's
go
no
up
other
to his
monitors
boss's
in these
office.
rooms.
Hoping he might come into a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs.
Yes, you
to
did.
his
It was the
boss's
silly
office.
birds. Yes, it was the silly birds. You're absolutely right. This is the story of a Stanley named Man. Alright, now we restart the game. Platty, just for that, I'm pinning your comment. I don't care about the self-promo. That's such a funny... I'm pinning that. This is the story of a Stanley named Man. Office empty, was nobody around. Can you imagine, like...
Office layout like the back of his hand. It was only a matter of time before he found the others, wherever they were.
Ooh.
Just a matter of time.
I love the idea of like a goofy like cursed Stanley Parable where all the words are just rearranged in order, so it's just nonsense. That would be so funny. I think there was a segment of the game which actually did that. Oh, here we go. Input received. We got all the inputs. That was all 5, 6. Welcome, Stanley, to heaven. Here it is. This is heaven. The ultimate place for a button pusher like Stanley. Now, unfortunately, it's not possible to press all the buttons because they light back up after a short period of time, and it just wouldn't be physically possible to hit them all. Like, look at this line. You're going to see that they're going to start glowing again somewhere down the line. They'll start switching back on. Yeah, you see that? So yeah, it's infinite buttons. That's part of why it's heaven. Because it's just so beautiful. So many buttons. So many buttons. Just forever. And I think this is it. I think this is just this forever. Nothing else happens. You just do this for like however long. But it's just a gamer's paradise. Button pressing, that's all we're doing. I'm sitting at a machine, just tapping things with my hands, just tapping inputs. And things are happening on the screen. It's all bright and colourful. It's literally all this is. This game is just genius. I don't know if there was anything else to do here. Stanley knew the hand layout like the back of his office. Yeah. But yeah, Captain of the Bucket was Silly Birds, yeah. But yeah, this is heaven! Congratulations! Wasn't there an achievement associated with this? I don't remember. Because I'm checking the achievements again. And I'm trying to remember where each one... There's 8, test achievement. Settings World Champion, that's an easy one. I should have started the stream with that. Speedrun, which we will be doing. But right now, I'm just going to begin the game again. So we've done that. I wonder if there's going to be anything different here. Let me just check the other endings again. Left door, right door endings. The art ending. Yeah, we're not getting the art ending right now. It takes too long. Right, we need to plug the phone power cord out. The elevator ending. Man, a lot of these are left door endings. Let's do left door endings first.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
But do I take the
Perhaps he
bucket?
had simply missed a memo.
Does the bucket make a difference to the heaven ending?
As Stanley
Only one way to know.
He felt a connection to all buckets everywhere. This adventure, he decided, was for all of them.
Is there an input thing anywhere? Or does it just disappear? I doubt it would make a difference because the narrator doesn't have any dialogue.
Could his co-workers really all be gone?
I don't think the bucket would make a difference to the heaven ending. So I'm not going to worry about it. Okay, well, since we got the bucket, what have we not done with the bucket yet? What have we not done?
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Lots of left door endings.
Door on his left. Still no one was here.
Oh, we could try to do a speed run. We probably failed it now. Alright, you know what? Bucket % speed run. Let's go. Can I speed run the Stanley parable with the bucket? But
Stanley decided to go
that's
to the
weird.
What new mysteries lay in store for our bucket-loving heroes today? Let's find out.
That's weird.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his
The
chest.
bucket is destined for hell. The door closes when you come into the room with the bucket. The bucket cannot go to heaven. That's so funny.
Still no one was here. Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was coming to a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the
Stanley
boss's
and
office.
the bucket. Now, this speedrun's on pace, but honestly, I want to try something else.
Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. But Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it that the bucket knew all along?
There's another ending here.
Yes, this is certainly the most logical explanation.
That elevator here. This elevator. What if you do it with the bucket? Oh, you need to do the normal freedom ending so it wouldn't work anyway for the achievement. It has to be the normal freedom ending. Okay. It's this elevator, right?
Unknown fate. It would be all Stanley could do to keep himself together, if not for the bucket. Soothing him, comforting him, reassuring that in this darkest moment of uncertainty, he would be all right. The bucket is here for you, Stanley. Everything will be fine.
I gotta see. We go back up.
Stanley said to the bucket. Can we go back up? When I was pressing those keypad buttons, there was something very intriguing about the number 3.
Something very intriguing.
So I can try pressing the number 3.
Pressing
again.
number 3.
The bucket said nothing.
That's so funny. I don't remember the regular version, so we're doing the bucket one first, which is quite funny. But yeah, you can go back. I mean, I forgot this was a whole thing. How far back can you go? Because backtracking in this game is usually not allowed.
Stanley. No, I'm going to try out that number 3 button.
Oh wow, it all looks different.
Took the bucket over to the keypad and began absolutely slamming on the number 3.
Let's go.
Over and over and over. Wow, he said. The number 3 is such a special button. I'm having the time of my life.
What is this?
Stanley looked expectantly at the bucket, but the bucket remained silent. This was a shock to Stanley, who had always felt such a connection with the bucket.
What?
How was this not as exciting to the bucket as it was to him? Once Stanley had had enough of the number 3.
This is hilarious.
In the elevator.
This is so funny.
Perhaps the bucket had missed something.
Brilliant.
Perhaps it had not seen how much joy Stanley got
Slamming
from slamming
number
the
3 repeatedly. Oh my gosh. I like how it skips the cutscene, it loads you straight in. But I gotta see what happens.
No, said Stanley to the bucket. You can't go on yet. Not till you understand how much the number 3 means to me. You and I have been through so much together, and I just want you to see what I see. Feel the happiness I feel. He smiled at the bucket.
The bucket said nothing. Wow. That's so sad. Oh my god, I just remembered something. I just remembered something, guys. Guys. It's Tuesday. You know what Tuesday means? Guys. Guys, it's Tuesday, innit? I was gonna get the commitment achievement today. I'm gonna have to wait until next week now. I'm gonna get a commitment. I was gonna do it today. It would happen off camera anyways, but I'm gonna get commitment next Tuesday. I just thought it was so perfect for me to play this on a Tuesday when there's an achievement related to that. That I was meant to get that today. I was gonna have the Stanley Parable running the entire day, but I forgot to do it.
This time I'll really show you. He ran to the number 3 and began to wail on it like a musician on a beloved instrument.
3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Oh, that's a 2. What if we did 2 or 5? But 3, 3 is the best.
Stories of
3
and hopes and fears.
3.
The whole time,
it's a legend.
he looked to his bucket.
3 is love.
Of some kind.
3 is life.
Anything to let him know that the bucket
we are
appreciated
3,
what he was doing.
and 3 is me.
The bucket conveyed absolutely nothing at all.
1 plus
Only
2
silence.
is 3.
By a wave of
2 plus
dejection,
1
Stanley returned
is 3.
to the elevator.
And 6 divided by 2 is in fact 3. And with a 4-digit code you get 2 3s. In fact, 4 minus 1 is 3. And 3 has 5 letters in it. And if you add together the number of letters in 1 and 4, you get 7. And 7 is 1 more than 6, which divided by 2 is 3. 1, then 2, then 3. 7, then 6, then 3. It's just the absolute, perfect, immaculately conceived number. And you can't see it. So sad.
Stanley and the bucket were so close. They'd always been there for one another. Why suddenly could the bucket not connect with this passion of Stanley's?
This is truly sad.
The question caused
8
Stanley
is the
to
best one.
ruminate the whole way down.
Oh, of course!
He knew that there must be a way to get through to
course.
the bucket, to communicate fully with his dear friend. Surely there was a solution, mustn't there be?
I love it. At any point, I could continue on with the story, but I'm not going to. This is... I find it hilarious that this is even possible. Honestly, Mac, yeah, I'd completely forgotten, but this makes perfect sense. I don't know why I forgot.
Said Stanley. I know what to do. I know how to fully express this feeling in my heart.
What the hell?
He decided right then and there that he would hold a press conference where he would speak to the public on all matters relating to pressing the number 3 over and over.
What on earth?
He would elaborate fully on what the number 3 meant to him and why he felt so alive when pressing it. Then the bucket would be able to see his joy through the eyes of others. It would get to see the world react to this discovery of Stanley.
This is amazing.
And it would be through the public eye that the bucket would finally understand Stanley's work.
Okay. Look at this.
He advertised and marketed his press conference,
Look at
building
this.
excitement around it, developing and rehearsing it until it couldn't be refined a single measure further. When the big day arrived, Stanley was as prepared as he'd ever been for anything in his life.
All eyes on Stanley live on stage. Dude, these posters, oh my god, they're so funny. I love the random people in them. But yeah. Here we go. An evening with world peace, baby. Stage door. Why was that a Minecraft noise, though? I find it funny they're using the Minecraft door sound. World's first sentient machine, Q&A. Very cool. The Stanley Parable Stanley, live tonight on stage. Alright, let's do this. Look at this. This reminds me of the other stuff, the other museum stuff. Look at all these 3s. Tapping 3 on my keyboard now. This, I feel like we've been here before.
This was it.
Look at this.
One last chance to win the bucket over.
It's so over the top.
To share a true connection with a
427. It's like I said, guys, all the numbers they connect. 4, 2, and 7. One more, one less. Double plus 1. I'm mathematically inclined. And 7. 7 has 5 letters in it. It's the same as 3. And 5. Well, minus 2 is 3. I mean, 5 plus 4 is 9, which is 3 squared. 3 times 3. 3 to the power of 2. We didn't get around to pressing 9. Probably don't need to, though. Audience with the dude who came up with pizza. Dude, I love this. It's like such an obviously not real thing. It's like, oh, the dude who came up with pizza. I want to talk to that dude. And it's just some stereotypical Italian guy.
There was no one here. Nobody had come to the press conference to hear Stanley speak. To listen to him talk about what it really means to press the number 3 on a keypad over and over.
No.
He was unloved, uninteresting. He was a failure. And in that moment, Stanley knew that the bucket would never again take him seriously.
No.
There would be no connection, no deeper understanding. The bucket merely sat there in his arms, indifferent. And so it began that slowly, over many years, the two of them grew more and more distant. They spoke less and less, neither wishing to state the obvious, that any sense of real respect between them had eroded since that day at the press conference. There would be no more games, no more long conversations about passion and pursuit, only a silence that consumed the space between friends.
This is so sad, guys.
And Stanley, having for once in his life discovered the warmth and comfort of true companionship, was cast back into the unremarkable normalcy of loneliness.
Guys, one like is one prayer for Stanley. Truly sad. It's truly sad. What? Okay, first of all, this is just here now. Second of all, did anyone see that? Did the game just bug out? There was a caption on the screen for a split second. The bucket did not react, except perhaps for a tiny glow of warmth. Is that a bug or an Easter egg? It looks like it's only supposed to play when you pick up the bucket. I gotta pick the bucket up now.
Gone. What could it mean?
Oh, what the hell?
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
The end is never the end.
Simply missed a memo. No matter how hard Stanley looked,
all the monitors say the end is never the end now. All the monitors. All of them. Well, all the ones that are on. What happens if I press all these?
Now this, Stanley thought to himself, this is a bucket. And indeed it was.
Weird. Gotta begin the game and do that ending without the bucket.
Stanley had never seen the office this brightly lit. Was it a sign of something? He hoped it was. He hoped very much that it was.
Yeah. Dude, this game like never bugs out, so seeing it actually glitch is kind of eerie. It's got a very unsettling atmosphere sometimes, unintentionally. Like, this is an unintentional psychological horror game, honestly.
Yet there was not a single
person weird.
Here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss.
I know what I need to do.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this. What dark secret was being held from him? What he could not have known was that the keypad behind the boss's desk guarded the terrible truth that his boss had been keeping from him. And so the boss had assigned it an
typing 88 gets you the achievement 888888.
45. But of course, Stanley couldn't possibly have known this.
Eight. You just type 8 times, and I accidentally hit 0 that time.
Stanley just sat around twiddling his thumbs. Trying to input anything on the device was useless, since he could never possibly know that the combination was 2845.
What was that voice? That actually scared me. What did I just hear?
2845.
Did anyone else hear a voice say 8? That actually kind of freaked me out. I was wondering if something else would happen.
Forgot, but it turns out that the panel's emergency override kicked in, and the door just opened all by itself.
That's so
and
funny.
Stanley got the hell along with the story. Well, whoop-de-doo.
I gotta hear this again, because that freaked me out. I don't understand. It just happened randomly.
8.
Well, there you go. I wonder if that's the boss's voice. Anyway, let's get on with this, shall we? But yeah, stop raining! No idea what direction you're in, but especially you'll be heading away if you haven't had it. I love this. Livy, Ethan, and I, we live, like, in the same country, but far apart. So, like, we have, like, this weird kind of, like, weather connection. Also, I'm going to do this ending without the bucket. It's actually bright and sunny here. Blue sky.
Stanley actually got back into the elevator and went back up.
Wait, what?
Silly me.
He just went along with it?
Why did Stanley do that when he knew that it would just lead back to his boss's office? Well, that's a great question. I just can't wait to find out.
Can't wait to find out. Yeah, so I'm just checking. It's actually very sunny outside. It looks like it's already rained here without me noticing. It's a bright, beautiful day now. I'm going to leave that open, let the room air. Hopefully no bugs come in. Speedrun is out of the picture now. So what happens now?
Here we are, Stanley. It's your boss's office. Exactly the way it was before you got onto the elevator. It's still just exactly
What if I type
is.
3s now?
What a decision you've made to come up here and look at the office again.
3 3s is 9, guys.
Fleshed out the plot of the story in new and fascinating ways I could have never anticipated. It's that keen eye for storytelling that you have. An incisive rapid fire of critical plot points, one after the other, weaving a rich tapestry of uncompromising narrative. Wow. I'm bolted to the edge of my seat.
9999999. So, do we just go up and down?
Incredible. Now he's getting back into the elevator and going down again. Ladies and gentlemen, how does he keep coming up with all
Man, he's
this?
just mocking us now. He's just mocking our storytelling ability. Yes, 3 3 3 3 is 9. Absolutely. That's how math works, guys. Actually. I'm just gonna do this now.
Did you think we were going to go forward down the spooky corridor? No. It's time once again to go back
Once
up
again.
the elevator.
Back up the
I
elevator.
can't even begin to grapple with what might be up there. Is it the boss's office again? Or what if it's the boss's office this time? The suspense is killing me.
Totally. Absolutely. We actually can't go down this time. We have to walk out and trigger some dialogue or something.
Oh my god.
Dude, that
It's
scared
the
me.
boss's office.
Dude, that sudden noise scared
Absolutely
me.
changes everything for me. Give me a timeout here for a minute
Oh
while
my
I process
gosh.
this.
Whoa, I've never seen this. Dude, this game is unintentionally scary in a lot of ways. I watch too much horror. That really got me.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm prepared to embrace this stunning revelation and to move forward with... No! No, wait! No! I need more time to process.
Does he just Oh, he's just trolling us now. He's just trolling us now. I've suddenly got a B equivalent amount so I can confirm that is definitely correct. Yeah. Do you get jump scared by the brass instrument noise? Man. Okay, how long is this gonna go on for? Honestly, guys, I need to go AFK because I'm really hungry.
All right.
I need to get something to
fully
eat.
come to terms with it. I have made space in my worldview for this astonishing new reality. As before, I turn to your expert eye for gripping
this.
narrative, Master Stanley.
Please hold. It's one of those cute little bird things that defies physics. It's not actually perpetual motion though, because it does. It needs motion to be input for it to start. So it's not
Going
truly
back
perpetual.
down in the elevator.
And they
How
do
did I not
actually
anticipate?
run out.
I mean, sure, now it's obvious, but you have to understand that 30 seconds ago, this kind of thing had never
This
been
kind of thing had
attempted.
never been attempted
I
before.
had no frame of reference to
It's
even
funny.
anticipate.
But like, I think the
That's
perpetual
just how
motion machine is
revelatory
still theoretical. I
Stanley's
can't remember. There's a
decision-making
reason
is.
the bird
A
thing
breath
doesn't
of
actually
fresh air in a
work
landscape of
perpetually.
storytelling that has grown stale and repetitive.
Alright. Can we keep doing it? Yes, we can. Just gonna keep doing it.
You know what? I've just thought of something. Hold on, let's stop for a moment. Don't you realize? It's the anticipation, Stanley. You and I,
He can
we
just
have
stop
no
the
way of
elevator.
knowing what will be at the top of this elevator. But the suspense, the agony of waiting and anticipating and having to guess, that's the real thrill. Oh, I simply don't want to let that feeling go. It's so precious, so fleeting. Why don't we take this elevator ride nice and slow?
Oh, okay.
There we go. Isn't this so much more exciting? You know, Stanley, it seems like nowadays the only thing
Oh,
that
this is
audiences
funny.
want is to be shocked as loudly and frequently as possible.
Yeah.
They want big, explosive moments flung right in their faces from the very moment that things get started.
Absolute vibe music,
Where's
though.
the tension? Where's the trust in the audience to build a slow and nuanced appreciation for the story, the characters? Why aren't we given time to imagine the surprises?
This,
To have to
honestly,
think and to
this.
anticipate and then to marvel at the eventual
I'm so sick of being
reveal.
spoiled on stuff.
This is storytelling, Stanley. What you and I are doing right now. This is the most exciting
Because it's
narrative
ironic,
to be developed
because
in years.
the thing actually
And it's
happening
really
is
all
just
because of
a
you.
meaningless
You're the one
action.
who took this bold step
It's-
of
it's-
revisiting
it's
the
just a
exact
stupid
same
little
locations over and over.
gag. It's
Truly,
not actually
I mean it.
meaningful
This
in the
is
storyline.
unique and different. It's not like anything else out
gosh.
there. You see, I want stories that surprise me, Stanley. I want to have to think. I want to be engaged and not pandered to.
Agreed,
We've
this-
said such unimaginative drivel all the time, and we
Yeah.
all know it. Which is why we're so starved for content that makes us feel
unironically
sharp and
a good
vital
point.
and alive. That's why people like you so much, Stanley. Because you're not afraid to spit in the face of tradition. You're a role model, you know? People look up
You're
to
a
you.
role model,
Which
you
is
know.
why... Oh, I didn't know when to string this on you, but, well, I gathered a little press conference for you. So that you can talk about your work,
Oh.
your storytelling, and your life.
Okay.
I know you're not much for the public eye, but I thought it would especially mean a lot to the people who have been following you from the beginning.
Oh, that's
They really
cool.
Look up to you, Stanley.
That's cool.
I don't know if you realize the impact you have on them. This is
Wow.
the kind of gesture that might leave a tremendous impact on them for the better.
Okay, so the press
Oh,
conference
good,
is still a
wait,
thing in the original.
Okay,
It's just like a
the
different
room we're holding
thing.
The press conference
Same
should
posters.
be just around the corner here somewhere.
But I imagine the actual room is going to look different because it's not about the number 3.
Ah, yes, here it is.
Alright,
just
this is
through
all the same
door.
so far.
All right.
Welcome,
Already,
Stanley.
I told them you're going to speak
Stanley
a little
Ryder,
bit about the
Almond's
nature of
chair gun
surprise
tip,
in
not bad.
storytelling and what it means to craft a truly unpredictable narrative.
This is just
Oh,
like...
Don't worry, you'll do great. Just be yourself and speak from the heart.
Homies
I'm-
be like,
I'm really
it's just a prank.
proud of you, Stanley.
The prank.
Okay, it looks like they're
Look
ready
at
for
that,
you.
though. Is
Go
Ryder
get 'em.
our last name? Stanley Ryder? Is that our last name? What does it say? 427. And the notes are different. Thanks for showing me that cool skateboard trick in the parking lot. You're so cool. Good luck on the stage. Rock on. Break a leg, champ, your boss. Stanley, me, dad, age 6. No one tells stories the way you do. Go get him. Tyler. I love how the boss one is copy-pasted. It's like just a handout that they have. And it's like they don't actually mean it because they're just an uncaring boss who just like copy-paste the same thing for all their employees. I don't even know. Remember where you came from. Man, that's so funny, all like the positive messages. Stanley, my true love. What is this one? We got a Stan. For yours, my true love for you grows every day. You make me feel alive. Your wife from the apartment ending. Oh, okay. It's a wife from the apartment ending. Oh, okay. No, that's fair enough. They're not like a simp. It's a apartment ending wife. That's cool. That's so funny though. All those different messages. Let's see it. Here we go. Oh wow. Down, then up, then down, then up again. Presented by Stanley. Stanley! 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 Look at this. Oh, I didn't even get a proper look at it. That's cool, though. That's cool. Okay, the bucket thing keeps glitching out.
Stanley was alone. Finally. This is
yeah.
great. He
I thought Stanley was our middle name and Parable was our last name, yeah.
What I wanted.
This should have been FNAF. This is how you write a story. Literally me. What was that interactable? Oh, it's the bucket, isn't it? Yeah, it's just the bucket. Right, I want to go get that ending again, but I need to go get something to eat, guys, so I'm going to take a break.
When Stanley came to a set of two
so I'm going to leave us here.
He entered the door on his left.
And I will be right back, okay? I'll be right back. Because I just need to get something to eat. I'm hungry. So if you guys are enjoying the stream, leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell for notifications, share this with your friends. All the support is very much appreciated. Seriously, if you know people who would enjoy the Stanley Parable, definitely recommend this to them. Maybe it would be cool for them to see new people's reactions to it, or if this is the kind of game that interests them, or whatever. Any excuse. But self-promotion aside, in addition to my links in the description below, you can win a shout-out link to your YouTube channel for the best answer to what is your favourite bit of the Stanley Parable and why. Today's QOTD, question of the day. Best answer wins a shout-out. Link to your YouTube channel. Just like today's charity, which is the MND Association. Motor neuron disease, guys, is a horrible degenerative disease, and this organisation, it's working its very hardest to support people with MND in every way and research a cure. So definitely consider checking it out, supporting it. They are very important. You can see, I mean, what they do and kind of like the scale of their operation. These guys are a serious organisation who are worth supporting. They are a good cause. They have a good cause. Anyway, but yeah, the details are on the website. Check it out. Link in the description. Same as everything else. And I will be back in like 5 minutes. I'll see you in like 5, alright? I'll catch up with chat then. I'll see you soon. Oh yeah, and I was going to point out with chat, you see the little like heart thing on the bottom right? That annoying emoji thing that was getting in the way? It's not on mobile anymore. They got rid of it on my mobile. It's disappeared. So I think they, I think YouTube noticed the negative criticism and they removed that because I can't have anyone complain about it. Hopefully they remove it from there soon as well, but it's gone on my phone. I just want to mention so I can actually read the newest message. But yeah, 5 minutes. I'll see you all in a moment.
Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time. Stanley just stood there doing nothing at all. He seems to think I have nothing better to do with my time than to sit around and describe every fascinating little detail of his inability to do anything. This is why Stanley and I are on such good terms.
Hey, I'm back, and I got a spaghetti bolognese, so don't mind me eating. I love that. Matt's back. Yep. Is this a bucket? Possibly. Yeah. The tractor, I'm calling it a bucket. That was quite funny. Anyway. But yeah, so... where were we? What was next on our list? I'm trying to get all the endings. It's definitely more left door update, left door endings. I guess we need to do the escape thing, but also the thing with the boss's office door, the escape pod ending. I think that's the one which I should go for next. Yeah. Alright, I know what I'm gonna do. I know what I'm gonna do. What about the phone, eh? What about the phone? Oh, yeah!
Person here either.
Oh, man, I forgot. I'll do it after this one.
The
phone, before I forget, I'll do it after this one, yeah.
Stanley walked
so, what we gotta do
is
quickly in and out of this one, right? Quickly enter and leave the boss's office, making sure the doors are closed. And then all the ones behind me will be open, including the executive bathroom. So is it not this one? Oh. I think I fucked it up. Unless it's this door. I don't know. Come on.
Stepping into it.
Dude, why am I getting jump scared by door sounds? This game is unintentionally so scary. Oh my god. Let's try this again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
That actually scared me.
Meeting room. Perhaps he had
Wait,
simply missed
can you
a
still
memo.
pick up the bucket on this one? Like, on the way back?
When Stanley came
Let's do
to a
this.
set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Just notice that the music stops once you get to that room. I should have waited in a different room, so the music would still
Yet
play.
there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Alright, let's do it.
Stanley
We can do
decided
this.
to go up to his boss.
Come on,
Coming to
gaming.
the staircase, Stanley walked
Gaming.
upstairs to his boss's office.
So it's these doors. Okay, come on. Oh!
The moment
Oh, shit. No dialogue? No narration? Okay, you can still go to the executive bathroom, which is pretty epic. Look at this. Absolutely beautiful. Insta is now playing FNAF World on Steam, somehow. Okay, let's do this. So now we can go all the way back. We could also just go ahead and get a different ending. We can literally still go down here and get this ending. Oh god, that's ominous. Yeah, let's not go down there. Apparently we can't get that ending. Dude, I don't know why I'm feeling so freaked out right now. FNAF 4? What about FNAF 4? Wait, what are we on about? Also, I gotta eat this, but it's still really hot. Yeah, the food is like almost as hot as Shrek right now. You know that meme of like, the food's not that hot, the food is an image of Shrek. Excuse me. God. Said Insta was playing FNAF World, not FNAF 4. Right, as we were. You can still do the broom closet and everything. His dialogue isn't triggering. Where's the narrator gone? That's weird. I think that's part of the eeriness. The narrator usually doesn't go this long without talking. It feels really weird not having him here. Like, really weird, I'm not gonna lie. Oh. Man, that feels weird. This feels so illegal. Like, we shouldn't be able to ever go back here. We can't even... It won't even register the door. There's also an invisible wall around here for some reason. That's really strange. Why is there a short invisible wall here? This is actually kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie. The narrator's not saying anything. You can never ever go back through that room in any other ending. What if I pick up the bucket? Where's the narrator gone, bro? Does having the bucket even change this ending? Look at this. This is like one of the comfiest, most safe feeling rooms. Because it's the start of the game. Everything over here is nice. Oh, that's ominous. Alright, well, here goes. The end is never the end. Oh boy. Just checking my food's not going cold. Nope. Not yet. It does change it. You are now leaving. Escape plug bay, floor 760, 754. I don't remember this in the original game. Was this in the original game? I should probably do this without the bucket first. But it's interesting, you can pick up the bucket on the way back. Sorry,
Stanley decided to go to the meeting room.
I want to try and do it again without the bucket.
He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance.
Which is why that ending is particularly odd.
Of total solitude was terrifying to him.
Yes.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open
having the narrator be gone really is scary. It makes this game a whole lot scarier. Kind of like when you fall back into like the earliest alpha of the Stanley Parable, and it's just source engine hell. Dude, that was creepy.
Of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss. Coming to a staircase,
The
Stanley
full
walked
there was
upstairs to his boss's office.
Oh, that was actually a game? The Half-Life 2 mod? When I say the original game, guys, I mean the one that came out in 2012. I didn't know that there were any releases before that. I thought the Half-Life 2 thing, the mod that was referenced in the thing I just mentioned, was just, I thought that was just, like, a thing that was never released. Like, that actually exists? You can still play it? No way, dude. That's really interesting. I didn't think that was real. Anyway. Let's keep going. Let's see what this is about. I'm gonna go without the bucket. I might do this again with the bucket. Oh, what the fuck? I just saw this corridor loading in. I thought I saw this corridor loading in. Did you guys see that? It's far enough away that I could actually see it appearing, which is kind of weird. Because this game usually doesn't appear to have render distance. Alright, here goes nothing. So, we want to go... There's an elevator, which we can't access. There's this, which goes nowhere. And then there's escape pod bay, floor 760. We're on 754. And the narrator's... Bro's not even here. There's a red doors everywhere. 755? I don't remember this. It's kind of weird, man. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, there are Stanley Parable Gmod stuff, or SFM. Sorry, I can imagine it in Gmod because it's source engine. But yeah, that's cool. Plasty, that's really cool. I didn't know about that. I didn't know there was Stanley Parable assets in SFM. Like the actual assets ported from the game by modders. That's really cool. Anyway, we're going up quite a few floors here. It's completely silent other than our footsteps. It's actually kind of creepy. Okay, now there's a little bit of white noise, but like... There's like nothing here. Escape pod launch bay. Escape. Oh, this is creepy. I don't like this. Dude, I don't like this. Oh. This is kind of freaky. Oh, whoa. What is this? The escape pod? Oh! What? Wait, what? Huh? What? I don't. Did I miss something? We need to do that with the bucket.
Meeting room. Yes, that's where everyone would be. Stanley just needed to get to the meeting room, and finally, yes, the bucket.
What
yes,
just happened?
Yes, I love that bucket. Stanley clutched the bucket tightly to his chest.
Why is the narrator absent for that ending? Like every single other ending, there's never been an exception. The narrator's always there.
Stanley needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's office was where he'd find answers.
Very strange.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley and the bucket walked upstairs to the boss's office. Stepping...
That's weird. It's like it didn't trigger the doors until I was already moving out of the room. It's very delayed. I guess there's a delay to make this possible. And it's like... It detected it as soon as I stepped away. And the only reason I got through is because I kept moving. If I just stood there. Wouldn't let me through. Yeah, guys, do you guys see that? It was like still loading in. What was that? Yeah. But dude, there's no dialogue. There's nothing. What time is it? I think I might actually be the real life time. Excuse me. We physically locked the narrator in the boss's office? Maybe. Yeah, here we are again. Apparently there's 760 floors. So this goes down like way deeper beyond what we can see. This is like Aperture Science Portal 2 scale, you know? Yeah, this is very strange. It's almost kind of creepy. Just the absence, the empty feeling. There's nothing going on here. This feels like a horror game. I'm actually scared to see what's going to happen. I'm not going to lie. I did not expect this game to get so scary. Like, I'm not mentally and emotionally prepared for a scariness right now. I'm not prepared. Yeah, guys, we gotta be warm and positive. We have the bucket, guys. As long as we have our bucket, nothing can ever possibly go wrong. We'll always feel safe and secure. Yeah, like there's this. It's just a long ass room, and then down there there's a door. Presumably the escape pod. You know, like it like descends. But like it's a weirdly long corridor. What's gonna happen now? Oh. Hello? It cut to black last time. Now we're getting in. Oh, it's fully animated. Whoa. Huh? Stanley's cradling his bucket. Wiping the moisture tears off the bucket's face. What is this? Are we sending the bucket? And he's not going with him? He's sending the bucket to escape, but without him? Dude. What on earth? Well, that was really interesting. Why does the narrator have no dialogue, though, for that ending? Like, it's obviously intentional. It's a gimmick to make you a bit... Oh, I didn't mean to click that. I want to see how I could do with some heaven after that. But it's obviously a gimmick to, like, you know, freak you out and make it feel like you've actually broken the game, even when you haven't. Doki Doki does the same kind of thing. But, like, why for that ending of all the endings? Because it's just such a random... It's for such a random ending. You'd think that would happen for maybe something... I mean, it's like an alternative escape, right? And escaping was central to the OG story, so I guess... You know, it's... Am I wearing my headphones the wrong way around? I am. No. Wait, no. The left and right sounds off. Hold on. It sounds like it's in my left. Maybe the audio in here is just a bit funky. Anyway. You might have missed a scene. Oh, really? What scene did I miss?
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
What? The game remembers. And it doesn't
Try
say
not
anything.
to lose this one too, you dolt.
Huh? Wait, we set the bucket free, so they made a new one. This is a different bucket. What on earth? That was it? Dude.
Stanley clutched the bucket tightly.
Alright, let's get back a sense of normalcy and play a different ending, which isn't quite as freakish.
Stanley had felt the bucket calling to him.
Honestly, these are some of the scarier endings, actually. This next one I'm about to play, psychological horror.
Had the bucket turned out to be correct?
Because I think I remember which one this is, actually.
Never mind. The bucket was wrong. Stanley took the door on his left to go back to the meeting room.
No,
said the bucket.
don't go to the meeting room. Go somewhere else. The cargo lift, yes. Go. Good,
Said the bucket.
now ride the lift all the way to the top. There's something up there I need you to do.
Stanley did not question why or how this bucket was speaking to him. It should have alarmed him, of course, because buckets can't talk. But Stanley chose not to think about this obvious fact. He was firmly convinced that the bucket had spoken.
Remember
to
the
him,
old
and
bucket?
he
Yeah, the
unthinkingly did
nostalgia.
whatever the bucket asked.
Of the old bucket. Okay.
In here.
Said the bucket.
Go into this dark room over here.
So,
Stanley once again obeyed blindly.
we did this before, and we had the whole sequence of
Now pick up the phone.
answering the phone,
Bucket.
and it
Pick
like
up the phone, and it will take us back home, where we can go about.
it like
life
time lapses through Stanley's whole life. But if I do this,
Whoa, hold on. Why did you unplug the phone? Were you trying to
oh
resist
wait, I haven't
the
done this with the
bucket's
original
orders?
ending yet, have
Stan,
I?
I was joking. Obviously, the bucket isn't talking to you and telling you to do things. Buckets can't talk.
It was a joke. Don't you get the joke? It's funny, Stanley. A talking bucket. Ugh.
Can't you see? Oh, goodness. I must have really bungled up the delivery if you actually took me seriously. Where did I mess up the joke? Should I have paused for longer or spoken quicker? Comedic timing is so difficult.
Groan.
I wish I were better at it, but there isn't exactly an instructional video on comedy that one can watch to fully... Oh, wait, yes, there is.
Oh wait, yes there is. It's just gonna pull up a YouTube video.
Let's take a look.
One is comedic timing.
They made one!
Comedic timing. How does it work? How long should it last?
This is amazing!
How can it be used to effectively silence your political enemies?
Whoa!
More importantly, can it be taught in its entirety within 90 seconds? Thankfully, the answer to all of these questions is yes.
Oh my
Let's
gosh.
dive deeper.
Dude, the style?
If you've ever told a joke
Old-fashioned
or
style?
made
I love
someone
this.
laugh, in all likelihood, you did it while standing 50 to 80 centimeters from them in a room of no more than 76 degrees Fahrenheit with one of your arms raised straight upward at a 15-degree angle from your body. These are the optimal conditions for
What?
good comedic timing.
What?
To begin the joke,
I'm gonna start doing
by
this.
stating and spelling your name. Next, provide a brief synopsis of the joke,
M-A-T-T.
including the specific times at which the recipient of the joke will laugh.
This joke
and then
is part of the mess of the game.
Time.
And you're gonna laugh
With
at about
these steps complete,
whatever, less than 90
it's time
seconds.
to begin the humor.
M
Speak the entire joke
A
in no more than 18 seconds
T
and no less than 13 and a half, pausing only for bathroom breaks when necessary. When the joke has concluded, it is customary to inform your listener that the joke is over by declaring in your loudest possible voice, "I'm Dunny with the funny."
I'm Dunny
Let's
with the
practice
funny.
screaming, "I'm Dunny with the funny" now.
I'm Dunny with the funny. Oh, I want to get a screenshot of that. I missed it. I'm...
Good.
Oh.
This saying is a perfect example of expectations management, which is the cornerstone of good comedy.
Right.
Finally, it's time to hand out surveys.
Surveys, oh boy.
Collecting hard data from your audience on how rapt they were throughout the joke is the only way to grow or learn as a comedian.
Yeah, guys, taking
This
notes.
survey should be no less than 10 pages long.
There's gonna
and should
be-
include the same question reprinted several times, just to ensure the survey
Amazing.
taker is actually paying attention and not simply filling in answers at random.
Wow.
And that's all there is. With these strategies at your disposal, you'll have audiences doubled over
Dude.
in laughter, and even
Just
tripled over in
artwork.
laughter in no time at all.
Tripled over in
Just
laughter.
remember to let them stop laughing at some point, you gut-busting little scamp.
Got this in
After
the
all,
scamp.
with each of us needed on the front lines of the war to fight the 12-legged invader who threaten our very existence.
What
and
on
will
earth?
very likely die in a hailstorm of bullets and mandibles. All of us must be prepared to give our lives
took a turn.
for this noble cause, just as our children must do after us, and their children after them.
This really took a turn.
Godspeed, and may Earth reign supreme.
What?
Hey, goodness, this video is a little outdated, isn't it? Well, no matter. I think the fundamentals of proper comedic timing are still as relevant today as they were back then.
Anyways, yes,
So
DJ,
with that in mind,
you are supposed to be
I
taking
think
notes.
the
There will be
only
a test
way
at the end.
forward is for us to return to the 2 doors and walk through all of this again, so I can try telling my story with more appropriate comedic delivery.
It's just a
Come
joke.
along, let's
It's
head
all
back.
just a joke. Alright, take me back. Oh, wait. I thought it was going to teleport me and reset the game. It actually wants me to walk all the way back. Wait, the cargo lift can come back? And there's railing on it this time.
This time, I'm really
They
going
put
to nail
railing
the
on it this
delivery.
time.
You'll
Damn.
be in stitches. A talking bucket, you'll say? How ridiculous. How absurd. What a hilarious concept.
This is
The
weird.
king of comedy. That's what
It's
you'll call me.
reverse.
Thank goodness we have the instructional video. Otherwise,
Rah.
who knows where we'd be right now. But I wouldn't be the king of comedy, that's for sure.
You're not the... Okay, whatever.
The bucket spoke to Stanley.
The bucket spoke.
The bucket spoke.
Oh, I'll figure it out on the fly. No need to overthink things.
Oh boy, wow. Do not lie. If you're lying right now, stop. Caution. Be honest. Tell you lies. You can't even take the shortcut. We gotta go this way. This is something else. Take note of that event. That ending to the tape is important to the Stanley lore. Ah, yes, the Stanley lore. Extremely important. So important. The 12-legged mandibles. Is this a reference to the portal to, Mantis Men?
Here we go. You ready?
Here we go, the funny
Standing
ending.
in the bucket
We're gonna
came to
get
a
the
set of
funny
2
ending,
open
guys.
doors. They entered the door on the left.
Time to get the funny ending. Okay, that's ominous.
What? We're back at the phone already? No. What's going
already
on? There were
unplugged.
supposed to be several rooms leading up to this. There was supposed to be a build-up to this point.
Okay.
A dramatic display of remarkable comedic wit, which culminates in this scene with the phone. But now the timing's completely off. The joke will never land. Well, not the way it was meant to. And it's all my fault. I must have forgotten that the phone room comes immediately after the 2 doors room. What an egregious mistake. I've made a fool of
Bruh.
myself. I don't deserve the title of King of Comedy. I'm nothing. I'm not even the lowliest joke-telling whelp. I think I need to go.
We're gonna watch it again, the whole thing.
Instructional video again. Yes, surely that will help me improve my...
Okay, alright.
Here we go. You ready?
Oh,
When
okay.
Stanley and the bucket came to a set of 2 open
You
doors.
just went and watched
they
it again.
entered the door on the left.
Teleported us. Alright, let's go left this time, why not?
No. You were supposed to go through the door on the right, leading back to the phone. Did you not even look at the instructional video? I think this is all covered very clearly. There's no way I can make the comedic timing work now. It's done. The joke is completely done and over. It's all your
Do a
fault,
little
Stanley.
trolling. That's
I'm going to
interesting.
be ridiculed in the community of other joke writers. I'm going to be shamed at every one of our meetings
Wow.
from now on. All because you couldn't watch a simple video and take a hint. Are you
Second.
proud of yourself for bringing me down, Stanley? Are you proud?
Stanley, you love the bucket so much it's like you... it's as though all of your other most prized possessions pale in comparison. Yes. Well, let me try that again, Stanley. I heard
What did I
you are
miss?
pale with shame over
Whoa!
how unabashedly in love with a bucket you are. No? Still not.
What is
It
this?
is a delivery. Pale with shame. Pale
Dude,
with
I leave the
shame.
room for 1 second.
Pale... What's another word to describe a bucket?
That's... Okay, this is really...
Mental.
This is creepy. What the hell?
No.
That's
Get away
us.
from
That's
me.
Stanley.
You can't understand his obsession with the bucket, which was the whole point of this. I'm no good at these jokes. I need more instructional videos. That's exactly what it is.
This
That's
is
what will make me the
such a funny insight into comedy and the art and craft of comedy.
Let's see.
But if that's Stanley, then who are we? Why are we up here? That's it? Huh?
All of his code
What just happened? I don't remember this
What did it
one.
mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply
Sorry,
missed an
DJ, but I
error.
need to blow my nose. Didn't want to do it on camera. That'd be gross. What? I could hear it. So I don't think I really missed anything. I was still following the dialogue. I could hear the dialogue. I could hear it.
Well,
He reset us again, but
by the employee lounge first.
why were we outside of the? Why were we on top of the room?
Stanley felt lightheaded.
Wait!
In his stomach.
Wait, no, I do remember
Back to
this.
business.
I do
Stanley took
remember
the
that.
first open door on his left.
Because I mentioned it. I think I mentioned it 1 or 2 streams ago. I think I actually do remember this. I remember
Stanley
being on
was
top
so
of the
bad
room.
Following directions, it's incredible he wasn't.
But it must be the ending we're about to get, because obviously I've never seen the bucket one
Stanley,
before.
I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot.
Wait, dude,
sure
it's been so long I've forgotten some of this.
I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is
This
that
turned
the
into a Dr.
story has
Dalek
been about
tape. Listen to the
nothing
voice,
but
Lamau.
you all
Imagine.
this time.
I
There's
am
someone
Dunny
you've been
with the
neglecting,
funny.
Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself.
I should have
I'm not
waited.
asking
Yeah.
for me, I'm
I
asking
got the
for
true ending, bucket version. That's
This
the
is
true
Stanley.
ending?
Your chance to redeem yourself, to put your work aside, to let her
Right,
back
so we
into
remember
your
this
life.
from before, right?
She's been waiting.
The
That's
Zending.
Stanley. You need to be the one to
No,
do
no,
this,
no, 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 no,
to
no.
reach out
That's a
to
different
her.
one.
If you can truly place
Oh no,
your faith
epilogue.
in another,
Epilogue. Spoilers.
then pick up the phone.
There's no true ending listed on the wiki. But I remember this from before. Excuse me. The, what's this ending called? This is the apartment ending. You pick up the phone, and you got, like, the time-lapse of Stanley's life. And his, like, fake wife. But what we didn't do was unplug it without the bucket.
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited one... Wait. Oh, goodness. Stanley, did you just unplug the phone? No, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible.
Bit odd, isn't
Let me
it?
double check. No, it's definitely here, clear as day.
Big Mouth
Stanley
Chicken, welcome.
picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the
this is-
severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
I don't remember this.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Hypothetical
He could
real
invent a
person.
machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the
That
person to
person's
finish
not
their
real.
thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness, Is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having...
My
a
goodness,
sack
is it
and crack.
4:30? I'm supposed to be having a sack, back, and crack,
Excellent.
whatever that was.
Making choices on a regular basis
Why did
is
it just
the
blue
best
screen?
start to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day.
Dude, this
Do you
is
make
such
more than
brilliant
8?
parody.
Less? And finally,
The parody
if you
is
begin to
so
wonder if
well
your
written.
choices are actually meaningful,
The music
and whether
and the
you'll ever make
arts.
a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
What is going on, dude?
Ah, welcome back.
Whoa.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed...
I don't remember this.
We're going to revisit a choice you made just
I thought I did, and then I didn't, and then I thought I didn't, and then I did, and...
This way, please.
Now... Dude. The bit where we were standing with Stanley down below us, above the ceiling, I remembered that. I remembered that now, because I do remember, but I don't remember any of this. Narrative deconstruction? This is, I don't know, this ending's crazy though, because what he was saying before, about this being potentially the only meaningful, unintended, incorrect choice in the game, and it's like, oh my god, you're not Stanley, you're a real person, and this whole time, we were supposed to be like an AI or something, or Stanley, rather than a real person. Dude, the layers of meaning hidden, it's just genius. This game is like the meta of the meta, playing on itself. And I think that might be why it is a true ending, because as Max said, in addition to that, it's the only ending that rolls the credits, even in the entirety of Ultra Deluxe. This is the only ending that rolls credits. So maybe this is supposed to be, in the lore, in the canon, the very last, ultimate, final ending. The ending of all endings. This is like supposed to be the very last thing you ever play. Maybe. I don't know. It's not how it is for me, unfortunately.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we can't have you jumping off the platform.
Oh, so that's why that appears.
Main character dying senselessly halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all.
Yeah.
We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems this place is not well equipped to deal with reality.
So, this place doesn't make sense. So when you make a choice that makes sense, it just breaks everything. Oh boy, here we go. So we're going back again. Also, Big Mouth Chicken, welcome to the stream. First time you've been here, QOTD, I don't know.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct.
Do you really
ending,
think you're gonna win the
story
QOTD
and
with that?
resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
Guys, if nobody else submits a QOTD, Big Mouth Chicken could win the QOTD by default with IDK. My guy. No. 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 This is a narrative contradiction. Reality's gonna start breaking. We have to have a new QOTD winner. Someone else. Anyone. Please.
Now,
I'm pretty sure there was actually another one
do is behave exactly
before.
as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first.
Like an
I'm
NPC.
quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
So Stanley...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors,
Stanley's
he
an
entered
NPC.
The door on his left.
He always chooses responsibly and sensibly because he's programmed to follow the script. So Stanley only ever gets the ending. Okay, let's do as he says. There we go. We got another QOTD. Thank you,
Yet there
man.
was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief,
Is it
Stanley
working now?
decided to go up to his
Was I meant
boss's
to go the other
office,
way?
hoping he might find an coming to a
Ooh,
staircase.
there's something different.
Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Okay, here we go. This is different. The boss's office looks different.
Stepping inside his manager's office,
This is a
Stanley
nicer
was
layout,
once
I'm not gonna
again
lie.
stunned to discover not an
This looks
indication
better.
of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door lay all
Hello?
the answers to his questions. And beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just
25
last week. Night Shark
25
115. Was this the code to open the door?
But the game can't actually hear me, so it's not going to work unless I... Do I have to actually say it? Is it using my mic?
Now, he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown.
Really?
He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Night Shark 115. No? Stanley can't speak. So...
Stanley spoke the code.
I was going to say, did I get it wrong?
115. He spoke it into a receiver, right there on the wall.
Night Shark 115. Obviously it's not going to work. The game doesn't actually use your mic. I can't hear you.
Is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you?
So you're
Please
stuck here.
speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 115. Clear as I can.
Okay,
Extra enunciated
fine. You're
there.
not going to do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing.
And now he's going off again.
The kind of respect
Oh,
Stanley
boy.
shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously. If you didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here? You had a choice you made. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did you come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You...
Holy crap, okay.
...is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly.
Wait, did he reset
always
it?
Putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine.
Alright, let's do right door this time.
When Stanley came to a set of two open
Here we go.
doors, he entered the door on his left.
Let's go.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Okay. Don't go right. I can't go back this way, huh? Alright, here goes.
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what?
He's so angry. You've destroyed my work.
What's so special about seeing this undone, left here like so much garbage?
It's a red door. It's got
and what am I supposed to do?
A red door.
Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
Oh, that's a weird noise. Oh, that's scary. Oh, that was actually kind of creepy. Okay, this is scary. What is happening?
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are.
Oh.
My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground.
Everything's blocked up.
Did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
This is spooky.
Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you
Portal 2 opening moment. Kind of looks like it, doesn't it? With the room that gets smashed up when Wheatley's taking it around. I need to take my plate downstairs. I'm going to do it once I got this ending. I'm going to go downstairs.
When Stanley came to a set of two open doors, he entered the door.
Right, this is the only thing I remembered. I'd forgotten about all the rest of it, but I did actually remember this. I forgot and then I remembered again.
Is everything okay? Stanley, please.
But now we're outside Stanley's body, and apparently this is the true ending. This is the actual ending of endings.
Is everything alright?
Because it's the one with the credits and everything. So this is the ultimate final. Makes the actual ending.
Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You can't be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward.
But the narrator doesn't understand that Stanley is just an empty shell. It was us the whole time, the player. It was the only thing whoever like made actions or did anything. But Stanley on his own is just a character model.
Are you there?
He doesn't move, he doesn't think he's doing anything. Stanley isn't real. We are Stanley. Stanley's the player. And the narrator doesn't understand that we're the player is a whole separate thing.
Make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice.
Man, that's so sad.
I'll wait for you to decide what's the right thing to do.
He sounds really like this is almost as sad as the suicide ending.
As much time as you need.
Is that the end? Does he ever move? This is actually really creepy. I thought Stanley was gonna move. Holy fuck, that was terrifying. Okay. Well, quite frankly, I've had enough of this game being a psychological horror. So, I'm going to take a quick break. I just need to put this downstairs, 2 minutes, and then we're going to get back on track. We're doing a few more endings, grabbing a few achievements, and then heading into the epilogue. Hopefully we can get all of that done in an hour. What achievements have we not got? I don't know how to get test achievement. I don't know about... I mean, Super Go Outside and Commitment aren't going to happen now. All that leaves is Settings World Champion and Speedrun, which we can definitely do today. So, I will be back, guys. Just a couple minutes. I just need to put my dinner plate away. Don't even go AFK. I'm not going to be that long, alright? Hold on. Oh, my mic's still on. Oops. And I'm back. Told you wouldn't be long. Big mouth. I'm an idiot. I was supposed to copy-paste the QOTD because it is supposed to show it. What I normally do, and what I've forgotten to do, is copy the Q into here. So it's supposed to look like this. It's I just totally, completely forgot to do that. So thank you for pointing that out, because I tell you what, not enough of my viewers point out the flaws of my streams. A lot of times in the past, there's been definitely elements of like the audio balancing or the graphics which have been a bit off and kind of like, you know, bad and inconsistent or whatever. And it's like, years have gone by and like nobody points this shit out to me. So it's like, I don't know. Please, if you're going to be this critical, please watch my content more often. I need people like you on my streams. Speaking of people randomly joining chat, hello MD, I forgot about you. Welcome back. My guy, I recommend if you don't bother with the bell, go join the Discord server and enable pings. I tell everybody, YouTube's algorithm, you will miss notifications even with the bell on for my channel because YouTube is imperfect and I am just like a tiny speck of sand, you know, like one dust ball thing in the vast, you know, ocean of YouTube. But if you join the Discord, those notifications come straight from me. So everything is there. Every day, new pings in the announcement channel. It's all there. I'm going to be honest, I don't even know who you are, but something feels familiar about your username or your profile picture. I can't put my finger on it. So I don't know you, but I vaguely remember, and I really appreciate you tuning in. Welcome, dude. You've come in for what might be the last Stanley Parable stream I do, for like the ending. But thank you so much for joining. And not to go on with all the self-promo stuff, but while I'm here, I might as well mention, guys, obviously the winner of the QOTD will have their YouTube channel linked in the description. But you've also got the MND Association. Don't forget about today's charity shout-out. They're a great cause, as I discussed earlier. And if you check out their homepage, you should be a bit filled in about them. MND's a serious thing, and it definitely, you know, we should be helping treat it if we can. And, you know, the game's there. But, yeah, the Discord server, really important. Never mind my other channels. The Discord. Everything is on the Discord. If you've got any questions, you've got any needs regarding my content, I guarantee you everything is on the Discord. But, yeah, you are Ultra MD or something. You keep changing your username. I get that. But I like to have a consistent name to call people because it gets real confusing. Fuck off with that. No.
If he checked over his shoulder now,
hate that.
He would surely catch them. It was only a matter of time.
God, I actually watched Markiplier's playthrough of Squirrel Stapler recently, and it really freaked me out because the ending. Oh my God, David Szymanski, why are you such a legend at horror? But yeah, no, but like, if you're going to keep changing your username, I'm just going to come up with a nickname for you. So do specify what I should call you, if that's the case. Because MD is a... Would you call you M? Just a nickname.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his
I think we've done all the endings through the right door. And I think we've done pretty much all the endings that way. So now, finally, we can go left. And we can get this. That's true, Mac. In my brain, I keep thinking this is going to be the last episode, but actually, you're right, it's not. I think this is going to be... I'm going to go in the broom closet for a bit. This is going to be the last, like, regular main episode. Because this is the episode where I'm going to get the epilogue and finish the game. But I'm still going to do future streams, going back for stuff like that, and some of the harder achievements. Honestly, those harder achievements probably won't even get live streams.
No reason to still
I could live stream Commitment, that'd be quite funny. If I just went AFK and I just live streamed Commitment, just for an entire day, that would be quite funny, actually.
It was baffling that Stanley was still just...
But anyway, I just love trolling with the broom closet.
Doing anything.
I'm just gonna let this happen until I figure out what I want to do next. Let me just check the endings list on the wiki.
Just standing there doing sweet FA.
Ending, games ending, art ending we haven't got, but other than the art ending...
Are you really still in the broom closet?
Other than the art ending, I don't think...
Why?
Yeah, we've got all the right door endings.
Here. I'm genuinely confused.
And we've done the bucket variants where we can.
You do realise there's no choice or anything in here,
guys,
right?
yeah,
If
literally.
I'd said Stanley walked past the broom closet, at least you would have had a reason for exploring it to find out. But it didn't need coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his...
He was happy to just drop that topic. Alright, I'm not going to troll him. Guys, there's only one more ending, 2 if you count the bucket variant, that I haven't yet done. I'm pretty sure. Other than the art ending as well. 2845. Excuse me. But I think, I'm pretty sure this is...
He didn't even have a single minute to just let the narrator talk.
Am I on pace for a speedrun?
That kind of anxiety isn't healthy. So he relaxed for a few moments with some calming new age music.
I love this. It's very funny. Honestly, it gives me some time to appreciate the environment a bit more. I mean, look at all the details. It's very cool. Just love how everything looks.
Feeling soothed and
what's this?
rejuvenated, Stanley calmly
is that
walked forward into the opened passageway.
What's this thing popping out? It's the keypad, isn't it? Yeah, okay. We're not on track for a win right now, but yeah, no, the escape, guys. There's one thing we haven't done yet. But yeah, honestly, part 4 I could dedicate to the art ending. I think I could actually legitimately do that. And I can pause the game, so it's like taking breaks and stuff isn't an issue.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door.
Here it is.
Red
Like the art ending, I could do at my own pace. It would just be a very long stream. But yes, do it, I dare you. Alright, so fellas. This is the only thing we haven't done yet. We've been down there, we've done all the other endings. This right here is the only thing left. I mean, that's a thumbnail shot right there, honestly. Why don't I actually use maybe this? like a thumbnail screenshot. I feel like that would be quite this could be quite an effective thumbnail. But yeah, here we go. Escape. The escape
this
ending.
Passageway had the word escape
Escaping.
written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley would meet his violent death.
It's kind of creepy how he just flatly says that, and it's like, what?
The door behind him was not shut. Stanley still had every opportunity to turn
Yeah, he doesn't
around
want
and
us
get
going
back
here.
on track.
He really doesn't want us going here. But look at that, you can actually see the
At this
render
point,
distance.
Stanley was making a conscious, concerted effort to walk forward and willingly confront his death.
But yeah, this ending's kind of creepy. It's a bit weird though, it's different. Look at those red bricks. That's a creepy texture, isn't it? Oh! Oh, that's ripped straight from Portal 2. It even looks the same. Is that it? I was gonna say, no, it's different. Because this isn't how we die. This is how we die. I'm not sure how we survived that. I guess we have Shell's longfall boots.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to
Yeah.
his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't
Yeah,
see the
can't.
bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plucking the eyeballs from a blind man.
Oh, weirdly
So he
grim
resigned
metaphor.
and willingly accepted this violent end to his brief and shallow life.
Yeah, we can't escape.
Farewell, Stanley.
But doesn't something else happen? There it is.
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley was led helplessly into the enormous metal
The
jaws.
narrator's narrator.
In a single visceral
Giga narrator.
instant, Stanley was obliterated as the machine crushed every bone in his body, killing him instantly.
I forgot about this. There's another narrator who takes over, finishes the story, pauses time and saves us. And then we've got this. The original
And yet
museum.
it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office, as alive as ever. What exactly did the narrator think he was going to accomplish?
He didn't want us to escape.
When every path you can walk has been created for you long in advance, death becomes meaningless, making life the same. Do you see now? Do you see that Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
Schrodinger's Stanley. Yeah, Stanley was always dead. Because he can't die. But that's a paradox. But that is how it works. But yeah, I remember playing this before. All of the assets for the game are in here. The office layout. Again, the path from Stanley's office to the two was the first section of the game built. And the core layout remains identical to the first iteration, even though things have been changed and tweaked. The pacing of this opening section was important to get right. The corridors have been moved and altered to make sure the player reaches the two doors in good time. There are several different kinds of corridors and versions of the corridors that lead to here, weirdly enough. Then you've got the two doors. The very first concrete piece of the Stanley Parables design. Once this room is created, the rest of the game emerged as an extension of it, an exploration of the contradiction this room posed. Very philosophical. But yeah, we're in. This is like the museum ending, and I remember playing this before, and I was like, "Whoa! I don't remember anyone seeing this. It's very strange." Yeah, you got all the office computers which you can still interact with, which is quite interesting. And yeah, paradox detected. Yeah, you got the buttons. There's a different sound. They went with 4 in the end. Same here, or are they different? They're randomized pitches, but they're the same sound. Yeah, they definitely didn't use 1 or 5. But yeah, the museum's huge, and I've already explored this, so I'm not going to spend too much time in it. But yeah, you got posters of rooms, offices, this. I remember I almost used this as a thumbnail one time. Oh, they changed it. The money wasn't there, was it? Ultra Deluxe announcements. This wasn't in the original game. Oh, all of these images have been altered. In the original game, this was different. It didn't include this because Ultra Deluxe didn't exist. These are the screenshots of the videos we made for the announcement and the game's delay. I remember the game's delay being announced. Dude. There was a war zone. And yeah, it was scrapped for multiple reasons. Shame. I wouldn't mind like something related to shooter games, but yeah, probably would have come across as just insulting. Oh yeah! Narrator emails. After the second trailer we sent out, we asked people to email the narrator for questions. While we had initially planned to use these further promotional materials, we never found the perfect use for them. Here are a selection of those emails. I don't know if this is for Ultra Deluxe, because they did have this in the original way back in 2012. But, like, these are actually so interesting. I could sit here and just go through these for, like, an hour. This would be a stream worth doing, honestly. But, yes. What is Stanley's last name, you know? What is Stanley's last name? I could happily do a whole stream just reading these. This one's a scam, which is quite funny. Congratulations! Congratulations! Greetings, omnipotent voice. Humorously small badger in swim trunks. Pushing buttons. Wow. But yeah, you just got some nice messages. Urgent response needed. Libyan client who died in crisis. Oh yeah, it's another scam. That's funny. How do you type with boxing gloves on? Ben. Dead strong bad? Montgomery Jones. What do lights in the control room do? I really want to know. What do they do? I really gotta know, man. I gotta know. I am Anthony Elias, business broker. Please partner with me in very rewarding business venture. So why are half of these spam and scam? Is this from Ultra Deluxe or... Oh, you can see the date. This is the original game, 2012. What is your message for today? Man, this is so cool though, honestly. Like, it's just kind of surreal. Look at that. Yeah. There's a skeleton inside you. There are more skeletons in this world than humans. Thanks and bye. I mean... yeah, skeletons of other species as well. Am I Stanley? Are you spying on me? I don't... Why? How? A question brought forth by the intense passion of my soul. Marius. Will the game feature capybaras? Alright, we'll leave that. But yeah, that's nostalgic, actually. That's cool. I didn't follow the game as it came out. This was a bit before my time. The apartment timer. There would be a different ending if you didn't pick up the phone in time. Ah, yeah, I forgot about this. Then there was the cargo lift. This looked more like Portal 2. I'm glad they changed it to look a bit more realistic. We also want the option of the player falling to their death, though, of course. An essential part. Yeah. And then, oh, look at this. There are different ideas, different ways the maintenance area worked. The maintenance layout. The flow of hallways following the first two doors is important to get right since players will replay them so many times. We discussed a number of designs, but ultimately it was the simplest version that won out. Having a vent to the confusion ending is interesting. The other entrance would be hidden depending on how you entered. Two confusing ending. Two doorways to the same ending that would be hidden depending on how you entered. Just sounds kind of lame. I think like the simplest works better. The was it this one? No, it was this one they used in the end. It's interesting. It's nice to know they put a lot of thought into it. And what have we got up here? Ooh, Zending levers. The Zending would have levers, as we call them in English. Oh. Trailers. There'll be around 4 major teaser trailers over the course of the game's development, each meant to convey something about the spirit of the game. This is the first one released in May 2012. It features a series of broken rooms and the voice of the narrator informing viewers that he's repairing a new version of the Stanley Parable. Whoa. That's cool. That's interesting. What else have we got? This is more of the Zending, which eventually got cut and merged with another part of the game. That looks like the baby game. But yeah, the Zending went through many iterations. This one represents the 4th version of the ending, which we thought was complete, but decided to abandon and change shortly after launch. Man, they really tried with the Zending, didn't they? Huh. What else have we got here? There's so many more rooms. It goes so far. The Freedom ending. The very first incarnation from the game's alpha. Hello. What's this? Countdown desk. Early version of the countdown, huh? Okay, that's the exit, by the way. We'll get there soon. I just want to show all of the museum. There's the office clock. It actually makes sound. And look at this. We're back where we started. We're back in the opening room where we were at the beginning with the credits. Isn't that something? Isn't that just a wild little thingy there? But yeah, guys, I'm sorry it's taking so long. The museum, Stanley does not go very fast. And also, I kind of want to go back. It's just like, look at this. Isn't this crazy? But yeah, I'm just going to go through the rest of the museum. This won't take long. You've obviously got the credits on the wall here, which is something. Based on the work of the Stanley Parable 2013 team. Right, I think this is actually the Ultra Deluxe team. I'm not sure. But it says based on the 2013 one. The game came out in 2012, I thought. Maybe I'm getting mixed up. There were different versions of the boss's office as it developed. What's down here? Okay, it's so empty and white and calm. Very museum-y. There's the lounge. Underground. Early versions of the underground portion of the game. Escape and mind control. There's also narration outtakes. Kevin Brighting, the voice of the narrator, recorded dialogue for the entire game roughly 3 separate times over the 2 years of development. These are clips from early takes that were not used in the game. You've got a room of narrator outtakes. That's kind of cool. Kind of spooked me there. Bruh. It's a little bit creepy, but yeah. The remake released in 2013. Right. Oh, wait. The original is a remake? Like the Half-Life 2 one. The Half-Life 2 mod. When did that one release? I actually didn't even think about this. When did the Half-Life 2 one release? Also, yeah, monitor room elevator. For a time, the elevator in the monitor room could go up or down with freedom above and countdown below. We abandoned this in place when it's too difficult to remember what was up and what was down and placed the 2 endings together instead. Fair enough. There's an early version of the countdown room. So it's a remake of a remake. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, game design mock-up. Something's changed, something's different. That's pretty clever. Oh no, I thought that was like a flat image. Yeah, these are the different versions of Stanley's office. November 2011, March 2012, and the February 2013. So about a year apart each. You can see how it gradually developed to be slightly more detailed. But yeah, we need to do the escape ending with the bucket still. But after that, I mean, I don't know. I think it's just epilogue time.
Oh, look at these two. How they wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free.
The Stanley and the narrator. Yeah, it's the ultimate. The paradox. The ultimate conundrum, I guess. Just getting a screenshot of this, and I'm gonna hit the lever. Yeah. So turn the game off.
Can you see how much they need one another?
Yes.
No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen.
Right. Man, I don't know jack shit about this game.
Listen to me. You can still save these two.
Thank you for the info,
Mac. You can stop
Mac.
the program before they both fail.
But first...
push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you.
Do you see it, guys? See the panel? It's hard to see back there, but it is moving towards us. Now, I'm pretty sure the game just resets. But I could also, like, choose to restart the game here, right? Let's see what happens if we play, though. It just resets the game, right? Right. Yeah.
All of his co-workers were... Wait, no. This isn't the right office, is it? Is this Stanley's office?
Narrator getting occasionally confused is really interesting, honestly. Alright, we need to do that ending again, but with the bucket, and see what happens.
One man, one bucket. One chance to seize their destiny together.
But yeah, so Half-Life 2
Stanley
is
clutched the bucket
2011
tightly to his
mod,
chest
and then the
door on his
original, the remake in 2013, and then the remake in 2022. Alright, makes
Still
sense.
No one was here.
11, 13,
Stanley
12.
needed the bucket's warmth and comfort now more than ever. Perhaps his boss's
22.
office was where he'd come into a staircase. Stanley and the bucket walked
Let's just get
upstairs
through
to
this.
the boss's office. Stepping into his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Crushed but Stanley guessed the correct code by sheer luck. Was it the bucket knew all along? Was the bucket guiding him?
There's an Easter egg in the mind control
This is
room.
certainly the most logical explanation.
I don't think I know about that. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Easter egg in the mind control room? We could get it now if it's not like gonna lock me out of another ending. But yeah, interesting.
Stanley and the bucket walked straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
Should I go do it now, or should I just head down there? Is there a door? Does these doors close behind you? I'll do it next.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that at the end of this hall, Stanley and the bucket would both meet a violent death.
Man, yeah, this is a nightmare for this corridor.
The door behind them was not shut. Stanley and the bucket still had every opportunity to turn around and get back on track. At this point, Stanley and the bucket were knowingly walking forward into a very painful death for each of them.
I love it, it's just added the bucket. There's got to be something more, right? Like, what happens with the bucket in this ending? Because the bucket is normally a bit of a meme, so the bucket being around in a serious ending usually is quite odd. I have no idea what to expect. Oh, we don't have... Oh, no, we do have the bucket. Just couldn't see it. That was weird. Okay, so what happens now? Anything different? Any changes?
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley and the bucket inched closer to their demise, Stanley reflected on how meaningless the bucket's warmth and comfort had turned out to be.
Oh, wow.
To be sure, it puts the mind and the soul at ease to embrace the bucket.
Wow.
But what use is a sense of ease when you're about to be crushed to death?
Man, Stanley actually woke up to the bucket.
He kicked himself for wasting so much time carrying a bucket.
Man, I did not expect this to ever actually
Stanley.
happen. Is this just going to crush us, or...?
Farewell, Stanley, cried the narrator, as Stanley and the bucket were led helplessly into the enormous metal
We still got to have the
doors.
museum, or...?
In a single visceral instant, the bucket's life came to an end, as it was crushed violently to death.
Okay, this is definitely different. Box is still this way. Same sort of layout. Looks pretty similar.
It was a shame, the death of such a magnificent bucket.
Such a magnificent
It's true
bucket.
that all buckets are radiant in their own way,
Oh, whoa.
but
Okay.
this one stood above the rest.
What
it was
is
a
this?
glorious bucket to behold.
No, it's not an invisible wall. Okay. Look at this. Whole different room. The bucket welcomes you to the grand exhibit. The bucket. You are standing at the precipice of knowledge. Much like a bucket itself, the human mind is frequently empty within a cavernous void. But through use of the exhibit in front of you, the mind becomes full and enriched and substantiated. Knowledge of the bucket and its history is the only true knowledge we really have. Will you take what you learn out here with you into the world? Will you accept with an open mind what may be challenging about the information of this exhibit? Will you change the lives of yourself and your loved ones as a result of this exhibit? Or will you turn a blind eye and continue to live as you were, in ignorance and darkness? The bucket exhibit? Well, yeah, where's the bucket? Could have sworn we were holding a bucket a second ago.
Can you see how arrogant it was for Stanley to take a bucket like this and to claim it for his own?
Oh my
Can you
God.
see the hubris that blinded him? Can you
25
see
buckets.
that the bucket is far more noble than Stanley will ever be in his short life.
Dude, what is this description? 25 buckets. A photograph of 25 buckets, the greatest number of buckets ever captured on camera. The photographer experienced catatonic shock for several weeks as a result of the euphoria from exposure to this many buckets at once. First of all, that is not 25 buckets. Second of all, apparently holding right click makes you move forward. I don't know why. I've never seen another game do this, but this is interesting. You can walk forward with right click. I wonder if it's an accessibility option, so people with only one arm or one hand can play this game, because you can play the entire game one-handed with this, because the controls are very simple. You just gotta turn. You can still turn left click, so you don't need to be able to strafe. You can just walk forward. It's kind of weird. A bucket with 2 handles. Ooh. This bucket is depicted as having 2 handles. Such a design has never been created in real life, having been deemed too dangerous and recklessly experimental. Every year, dozens are put to death just for attempting it. Okay. It's interesting. You can hold right click and you can move forward. I've never noticed this. Inferno bucket. A replica of the Inferno bucket, which in the medieval era was so powerfully alluring that it drove dozens of nations to war with one another for control of it. Billions died, and yet in spite of it all, the simple fact remains. No one can control a bucket. The Inferno bucket. That's so funny. I'm hearing noises from the dark corridor, and I don't like that. I don't like that. I'm gonna pass on that one. I'm gonna pass on that one, Chief. I have to go that way. The stress bucket. An analogy. Look at this chair. Let's sit on this chair. Nice and comfy. Well, it's a bit far away. I just feel weird about turning my back. The stress bucket. Presented without commentary. Worrying, negative forecasting, negative thinking, lack of reassurance. Vulnerability equals size and strength of bucket. Stress equals the level of water in the bucket. Coping strategies equals holes. Rest and relaxation, doing something you enjoy. Rest and relaxation. The stress bucket analogy. The stress is the liquid. You pour it in. It's there. The size and the shape of it. And then the coping strategies are the holes in the bucket. Okay. Interesting. Presented without commentary. What's up here? Which is actually freaking me out. I don't know why. The Inferno bucket is pretty awesome. Yeah, this area is off limits for some reason. We got a cave drawing here. While we know that buckets predate the existence of mankind, we do not know by how long. This cave drawing depicts early man's discovery of the practical uses of the bucket, by which time the bucket had already been around for several millennia. Notice in these drawings how the bucket is allowing itself to be used, having judged humanity to be worthy of its treasures. That's funny. We know that buckets predate humanity by several millennia. The Inferno bucket, that's quite funny. Billions have died fighting over the Inferno bucket. Unbelievable. Alright, what's up here with that?
No man can own
bucket
a bucket,
curtains?
and certainly not a bucket as dazzling to behold as this one.
No.
It is man who should kneel before the bucket.
I love this. It's so funny. Just man who should kneel before bucket. What's with all these fake out? The hanging bucket. This piece symbolizes the necessary relationship between bucket and humanity. However clear our grasp of the bucket may be, there is yet more that is always out of reach. This distance, inevitably, is for our own good. Are we supposed to jump down? Honestly, this is so funny. This is such a great satire of, like, art commentary and the museum from the original game. Can we jump down? Oh. Oh, that is not what I was expecting to be falling infinitely. We gotta grab it? Oh. Is that the end? Is that the final end
but
of...
there is something we can do. Something we can do together, you and I.
Oh, it's gonna
that
take us
will
back,
right
isn't
this
it?
Terrible wrong.
Are we gonna save the bucket and let ourselves
Let
die?
Stanley die. Let him be crushed by the
What?
machine. Don't reset the game. Don't give him another opportunity to run off.
It's the opposite message of the
We can
original.
save the world's buckets from their treatment as tools and
That's so
implements if
funny.
Only we let Stanley die together. The bucket shall take its place as ruler, as leader, as commander of a new world, a new vision.
I could do it. I'm not going to. I got to see in case there's actually anything else. That's so funny. Oh, that's such a clever way to parody it. Oh my goodness. Okay. The Inferno bucket. Yo, why are there papers all over the floor though? This just randomly happens sometimes. I don't get it.
Someone was following Stanley. He
No,
was sure of it.
there isn't.
If he checked over his shoulder now, he would
Look at all
surely
this.
catch them. It was
Does that
only a matter
actually
of
say
time.
stuff? Is it the script of the Stanley Parable? Like, are these real documents? I can see actual words in some of them. Certificate of Union? I find it weird that you could never go into some of the adjacent rooms, but I guess it's just an illusion to make the place look bigger than it actually is.
It's bucket time.
It's bucket time! I love the delivery of that. It's bucket time, guys. I'm gonna bucket all over this place. Honestly, who came up with the idea of the bucket just being this thing that, like, it's just immortal and inevitable in the whole game? Who came up with the bucket, man? Can I trick the game into going...
Stanley clasped the bucket tightly to his
I don't think you
chest
can.
and entered the door.
Because there's no delay for some of them. Okay. So, boys. We have achieved all the endings. We just did the escape endings. The museum endings, whatever they're called. Okay. We did all the stuff. We've done all of the new content stuff clearly because we've unlocked the epilogue. And, we've, I don't know. There's definitely a few things out there we still don't have. We haven't gotten the art ending. But in terms of the original game and the main content, we've done pretty much everything. The only other thing I really want to do is actually go to my settings. And you know, I'm actually going to go back to the menu for this. Because there's an achievement. For basically changing all the settings. My FOV in Minecraft is 85, so I'm going to change it up. I'm going to increase the camera sensitivity slightly, invert the why not? Let's have controller vibration off. We don't even have a controller. Shall we change the language? How many languages are there? Quite a few, I imagine. Okay. Let's go with, Deutsch, Ein, Aus. I don't even know what this is now. This is the volume options. I'm just going to randomly adjust all of those to be slightly lower than they should be. Then we're going to go to the video, of course, and I'm going to switch off VSync. I don't even know what this is because it's in German. I can see what this is. I'm just going to turn this up to the absolute... No, let's go to the absolute lowest that we can and apply those changes. Why not Polish Polski, though? Yeah, sure. Good call, good call. There's also this, which I'm going to make 8 times, and this, which is going to be something else. We're also going to go back to language and change it again to Polski. Polski. Oh, this is beautiful. One of you actually understands all this. And last of all, I literally don't know what this is. Oh, controls. What if I just reset them? If I'm just like... What if I made, like, backwards W, and then this one... Okay, you can't... Can you not actually change these? I'm just going to reset. I'm going to go out to English, because I want to actually be able to read this. Okay, so this is video. Oh, it's full screen mode. I'm going to go windowed, but I'm going to put it back on the max. We do a bit of trolling. Oh, I just realized that screwed up the, that really screwed up the thing. I'm going to put it back on, full screen. Yeah. I can understand those words, but I can't read it because the screen is so small. Whoa, what the fuck happened to anti-aliasing? I think we broke anti-aliasing, guys. Quality profile. Let's go high. Yes, please. Reset key bindings, of course. Oh! Hang on, simplified controls. Auto walk and interact are additional. You can use E to interact. What's simplified controls? Hang on, I'm trying to see. So you... Wait! Jump with space! Is that still only in the jump circle, though? Now, we didn't get settings world champion. Set all the settings in the menu to all the available numbers, do you have to, like... Do you have to do the sliders on every single possible... Can you just do this? Or do you have to, like... No way. If I just do this, I mean, we'll see, I guess. Oh, I didn't see this. This is how subtitles will be displayed. I didn't even notice. Rectical. Let's have that enabled. Why not? I'm gonna put that on 0. Hello. Can I help?
Sorry. That was it. I'm so sorry.
Okay, I'll catch you later then.
I didn't have anything funny, yeah. Okay.
Nah, that's alright. I'm gonna be done soon. I'll see you probably in like 20 minutes. I don't know. Depends how long this epilogue is, am I right? That was Sam, by the way. But yeah. Anti-aliasing did not like the language changing. It did not. Oh god. Tabbing into the game is taking ages for some reason. It didn't do this before. Why is it suddenly... Oh, it's because I changed the resolution. Alright, but rectical size. Ooh, let's have it nice and big. Rectical opacity. So you can make it invisible. Dot, first person shooter, second person shooter, plasma rifle, Joe's favorite, play of the game. What on earth? I like play of the game. I know it's a reference, but damn, okay. Got all this, translation labels. Enable additional text as the gameplay critical colors. Content warnings. Oh, I should have enabled this. Enable content warnings. Option to skip sections of the game to deal with suicide, trauma, and mental health issues. I am so sorry. I didn't know that was here. I swear this wasn't here before. I don't remember this. Reduce motion. Low dexterity. Nah, I'm gonna keep those off. Toggle auto walk. Will alternate between walking and stopping. I gotta see that. You can delete save data and reset settings. But if I do this...
This is the story.
I thought I just heard something behind me. Outside. Below my window. It's probably just the people downstairs. I think this needs to be borderless. Maybe it's because I had VSync off. Yeah, anti-aliasing really isn't doing so hot. Any more sliders? I still don't have settings world champion. I think you actually have to let go on every single one. I can get that. That's easy. It's just tedious, so I'm not going to do it. But yeah, now that I've actually customized my settings, and I didn't even know about it. Guys, I think it's time we finally did the epilogue. Oh, I pressed spacebar. I meant to tab out. I didn't mean to start it. I guess we're just going straight in. No warning. Oh boy. Okay. What is happening? What is happening? Epilogue. Oh boy. Oh, I need to fix the resolution actually. Many years later? You didn't enable the translation labels. We're back here! Right, hold on. These settings are garbage. I'm just going to reset my settings. Because the game settings are fine. And my settings were kind of broken, I'm not going to lie. Also, that was a way too big. I don't know why you'd want it that big. I just want to timestamp this now. 2:44:44. Alright, guys. The epilogue has started. It said many years later. I thought I reset my settings. Wait. But the curse is still, well, cursed. How do I change this? Reticle size. Let's bring that right down to like 95. Okay, hang on. The room's gone, but it's... Guys, it's that ending we got earlier in the game. Okay, no, this curse is distracting me. It needs to be the default one. It needs to be the default one. I can't just change it now after all this time. You know, I'm just going to turn the cursor off, actually. Because we didn't show the reticle before and it was fine. So... what's happening now? Okay. Campfire. But this is continuing from the ending we got with the skip button. Look at this. It's just... an expansive desert just of nothingness in the night sky. And we're just out here. I was waiting for that to happen. Oh, now we're in a sandstorm. There's all the broken assets everywhere. What is happening? This is the epilogue, like... I guess it's going to be an actual farewell to the Stanley Parable from developer to player, because, like, what is there left to do, you know? It's actually continuing from the skip button stuff, and because it's literally been 10 years. It's been a decade, guys. It's been over a decade since this thing started. It's been a very long time for a game. Like, I mean, if you kind of think about it, the skip button has been, that's been what's been pressed all these years and years and years. I think that part was maybe kind of symbolic of players reopening the game and playing it like once every few years. So for them, it was just coming back in the moment. But for the narrator, he just sat there for years and years and years and years and years. Oh my gosh, dude, look at this environment. That's the memory. Wait! Guys, it's the archway! This is the memory place. The memory. And that's the theme tune from the menu. Oh my god. All these years later, this is the memory palace thing. I forget it's called, but it's like been desertified. What's this over here? I'm gonna go check that out in a second. I'm just curious what this is. I think it's gonna stop time jumping us now. Like, before we go over there, what is this? Dude, it's so empty. The original bucket! In the escape pod, after all this time, it ended up here. I mean, it's been sitting here for God knows how long. I'm hearing things. It's my family members, guys. Excuse them. Look at this. Fun fact, if you did not do the escape pod bucket version, that bucket would not appear here. Wait, does that only appear if you actually do the endings then? Oh my goodness. That implies that this is replayable though. It'd be a real shame if it wasn't. This is still working somehow. After all these years. Oh, it's such a distorted memory. It's filled up with sand. In loving memory, the Stanley Parable 2. I think this game is predicting the future. This game is a game that is prepared to be played 100 years from its release in 3022. Why can't I go in? Oh wow, this is kind of sad. It's all tilted and broken. The narrator's not around here anymore, it's just us. Gotta follow the lead. Whoa. Look at this. Streaming in from a gap in the ceiling. Cookie9's blog review, The Stanley Parable 2. Oh my god, 2027. It's got archives in the future. Like so many, I enjoyed my time with the original Stanley Parable, which underscores how truly disappointed I am with its sequel. While the first game teamed with originality, the Stanley Parable 2 is dull, uninspired, and often insulting to its fanbase. Rather than expand on what made the first game enjoyable, the sequel veers off into territory nobody asked for. An infinitely deep hole? Who cares? Where are the new endings? What about enjoyable bits from the Stanley Parable 1, like the adventure line? Instead, you get uninspired side quests collecting figurines. Even this diversion feels incomplete. Collecting all the figurines gives you nothing. I think I understand. This game is about gaming, the gaming industry, gaming culture, the gaming experience. It's meta. It's very, very, very self-aware. And right now it's showing its self-awareness that there's never going to be a sequel to Stanley Parable because the creators understand that this is inevitable. They'll never make a game that hits like the original Stanley Parable did again. And they tried with this game. They did give us a Stanley Parable 2 of sorts in the form of an Ultra Deluxe with expanded content. But they know the meta is playing. They know, like, inevitably the sequel is never going to just hit like the original did. And it's gonna be like this. And it's just going to be, you know, it's never gonna be as successful or as well taken. And right now it's showing us the future here. Look at all these buttons. Name. After all these years, some still work. Again, so self-aware, playing on the jokes and joking about the jokes. Oh my gosh. Stanley Parable developers. No more spin-offs, no more sequels. When the Stanley Parable launched to massive success in 2013, its creators made plans to build the property into an entire franchise, but a disastrous critical and commercial reception to the Stanley Parable 2 has prompted developers to rethink their ambitions as outlined in a press release they published today. It's clear that more Stanley Parable is just not what the fans want, reads a press release. We thought that we had a vision for the series that players would be excited about, yet it turns out this could not have been farther from the truth. The press release goes on to promise to preserve the artistic integrity of the original game and to stop assaulting fans with our reckless and insulting creative visions. The word sorry appears more than 25 times in the press release, and it's even got like sign up for updates, advert, and a tab. This game is just remarkably self-aware. This is not a game. This is an experience. Like, it's legitimately impressive how deep this game goes. Hello? Someone outside is singing. I can hear things, and I can't tell if it's real life or the game. But look here, what's this? Of course. No way! They're still counting up after all this time! And it's not even a multiple of 6. That would like 8 of them there. That's strange. Yeah, the Figlies. Where are we now? Thank you for enjoying the new content. The 2 doors. We're in the 2 doors room, but it's all reversed. We're coming in from the 2 doors. I'm guessing these don't open. It's weird. The room's a bit different, but there's clearly something to be seen here. There's no way back. It's... Go outside! That's the go outside achievement image, right? I'm guessing that clicking this computer is going to forcibly close the game. I bet it's going to force shut down the game. Wait, no, it's not the go outside image. It looks like it, but it's not. The go outside image is like mountain peaks. This is different. Why is it now motion blur? Oh! It's forcing me into a cutscene, guys! Hello again. You! I don't know who this is or how this all connects, but this is it, guys. I don't know how this works, but right now... Just adjusting my light. No, it's too dim. It's just a bit bright. I think this is like the actual final ending. Here we go. The Ultra Deluxe Epilogue. It's nice to see you. But it's terrible to learn that there will never be another Stanley Parable game. That's just how this is. Everything is finite. Smile because it happened. You know, it's you know, it's inevitable, and that's okay. It's probably better this way. Did you read what the developer said? Preserve the integrity of the franchise? What nonsense. The Stanley Parable is not scared. We do not need to protect it. Screw the legacy. Let's keep making Stanley Parable games until the sun explodes. Let's run this franchise into the ground. Let's drag it through the mud and back. And if people hate it, who cares? You see, that was the narrator's problem. He was so obsessed with what people thought of his work. Don't make his mistake. Don't cling to the legacy. Let it burn. It's not hard. In fact, let me show you. Together we're going to make the Stanley Parable 3. Simple. All we do is change the number of the game's title screen. We also need a really dumb subtitle for the game, something loud and gaudy. Go ahead, try and combine some random words together and we can do title for our game. Whoa! Oh, wow. This is dystopian. This is like... This speaks to me on multiple levels, because... This is literally... commentating about that kind of debate of, like, is it better that something dies, you know, good, or lives on, only to become something bad? Die a hero, or live and become the villain? The eerie ambience, the loneliness, the desperation, this is... This sequence, I think I understand, Mac. This is genius. Dealing with the monkeys. Book of the Cowboy. Atomic Snake. Crocodile Poison. Danger of Home Planet. Story of Crown. Danger of Cat. Danger of Snake. Story of Snake. Book of Crown. How about Dealing with the Monkeys? I quite like the sound of that. Dealing with the Monkeys. Oh, you can switch it up to whatever. There's all kinds of combinations. Dealing with the Monkeys. The Stanley Parable 3, Dealing with the Monkeys. It's absurd. I love it. Every time you restart the game, we'll advance the number of the sequel by 1, and we'll pick a new subtitle. That way, the Stanley Parable will never end. And nothing in the game itself will change when you do this either. Adding more content sounds like work. We don't need to do that. No need. It'll just be the same content recycled again and again and again with a new title screen. What do you say? Should we go forward with this plan? I like it. But I want you to have a say as well. Oh, wow. That's brilliant. And it's funny because the game already did this. It just slapped a new title screen on a game that is primarily the same content. This is the dilemma of life and death, really, of continuation. The dilemma of continuation, I think I'd call it. And I gotta say, I'm glad I didn't play this until after Security Breach, because with everything that's happened with FNAF, this hits different. You know it, I know it, every man in this room knows it. Every man, woman, child, whatever. Man, human, everyone knows it, alright? Every person knows it. I was quoting Red Dead 2. Because there could be some cool stuff. If we do it again, it might be such a fun little gimmick of like having the menu. And if it's the same game, yeah, whatever, it's fun to play. My favourite games are the ones you can play infinitely because they randomly generate stuff. They procedurally generate stuff. Baldi's Basics Plus, Minecraft. Endlessly replayable, infinitely. And there is so much content, it never gets old. But we all know it's just recycling that same old stuff. Eventually, sooner or later, maybe it'll stay fresh and genuinely, you know, a good quality content at its core. Maybe it'll be legitimately unique and different for a while. But as years go on, eventually there's got to come a point where it just becomes the same repetitive rubbish, just recycled over and over and over and over. Is that really what we want? Would it be better to let it die in peace and preserve the memory? It doesn't need to have more content. Doesn't need to have. Well, it sounds fun. It does. But we all know what the right choice is. It's not easy, but I understand. Sometimes not ready to move on. That's fine. If you ever change your mind and want to start inventing new sequels, come talk to me. I'll be right here. So you do have the option. At any point you can go back and actually still engage that. It's still an option. The door is still open. And presumably you could stop at any moment, really, with the new sequels. It's not like that choice there, that choice I made there, it's not like that's permanent or finite. You can always go back and choose the other thing. You can always change your mind. This isn't something irreversible. This choice is something you can flip back in between from. I mean, maybe in the end we are always choosing the option I didn't choose, and the choice of making new stuff and continuing and letting it still be alive, the new sequels of whatever game. It's just that we're taking a particularly long break in between, and by choosing that other choice, all I'm doing is prolonging the inevitable and adding more time until I inevitably go back and choose the other choice, because I gotta see what happens, because I'm a completionist. Because I'm curious, I want to know what happens next in the game. The end is never the end, guys. This isn't over. I really thought this would be over. Like, I've gotten pretty much all the endings now, I've gotten all the main achievements, but there's still just enough little things here and there, including that epilogue. We're not done. Not yet. Not really. There is so much left to do. So, I'm going to leave this for now. I'm going to fix the resolution, because every time I tab out, it keeps doing something. It keeps messing around. I don't remember what the default option was. It wasn't this. I think it was 720. Maybe it was a different hertz. It was different, like, was it 120? I don't know. There we go, that's much better. Everything looks darker all of a sudden. What's that all about? Oh, 120 hertz, that's the refresh rate of my actual monitor. So now it's actually in line with the actual brightness and contrast of my monitor, which I need to adjust. I left them a bit low. Alright. Guys, the end is never the end. We're not done here. So, despite that, that's where I'm going to leave it. I mean, the other achievements wouldn't necessarily be that interesting to actually show off. I could get speedrun right now. But I feel that might be nice to start off with another time. I think I'm going to go. I don't know when, but I'm going to come back to this game because there's still more new things waiting for us. There's so much hidden in this game. And I don't know, it might be months from now. It might be years. I don't know when I'm going to come back to this because I was just trying to get this kind of done because I got other things to get on with right now. But we're not done. The end is never the end. There's so much left to do. The Easter egg? Next time, Mac. I know it's probably be ages, but next time. Well, I'll remember because you'll remember and you'll remind me. I know you will. There's all kinds of things, just little things, but yeah, no, we're not done. And honestly, 24-hour stream next Tuesday? To be fair, I don't want to leave it forever, because the sooner I can get started on the super go outside achievement, the better. So, maybe I'll be back sooner rather than later. I don't know yet. I'm going to figure it out. But for now, that's the end. Or rather, that's the beginning of the Stanley Parable Infinity. Weird. Very interesting sequence, though. The end is never the end. That was the title of my next stream. Alright, I'm pretty sure the only QOTDs were from Mac and Big Mouth. And obviously, for having a much more consistent, well thought out answer in line with their history of Question of the Day wins on this channel. Obviously, I'm giving the QOTD win to Big Mouth Chicken. I want you all to go subscribe to Big Mouth Chicken. This guy is doing absolutely fresh content, which I already saw apparently. This is a new account. So much for new content. Oh no, there is stuff. This looks boring and samey because I've seen this game a billion times, but I'll give it a look in. Who plays FNAF 1 just does a playthrough in this day and age? Like, what could possibly be unique about that? But I'm curious. But yeah, and I've also got a load of notifications here. Man, I feel weird. I need to have a lie down. Today was weird. Alright. I'm just gonna put this here. Epilogue begins. For people who really want to see that. Epilogue begins at 2:44. Alright. That's the end. I'm done. I'm quitting. Until we meet again. This game is strange. It's going places I didn't expect it to. Honestly, I didn't have any expectations about how it would end. And maybe in the ultimate parody of content, it's gone for the option to never end. This game will never have a definitive ending, no matter how hard we strive. I mean, there's still the unachievable achievement, isn't there? Test achievement, please ignore, appears to be the new version of that. I don't know. I mean, it's funny, because I still got the original Stanley Parable over here. And I'm currently working on the, you know, the go outside achievement. But yeah, I got everything already in that game. I got all of the other achievements. You can't jump. No, seriously, we disabled it. So, I don't know. I really don't know. Alright guys, stream's over. I'll be back sooner or later. Don't know when, don't know with what exactly. I've got a few things lined up. But this weekend, new series. Say that now. New series. I should really mark that out on my calendar, shouldn't I? Also, you still can't read this. I don't know what's up with that. Sometimes you can read it, sometimes you can't. It's like it needs to be in the light. I don't know. But, yeah. I should probably mark out. A new series this weekend, actually. Oh boy. I'm very excited for that one. I wonder if anyone can actually read that from that distance. Can you read that? Can you even see that? Maybe if I move a little closer? I don't know. Or maybe not. Doesn't matter. You'll see very soon. So thank you so much for watching. And until the next time, stay hydrated.